All right. So who wants to take us with the previously on the Curse of Strahd?
From last I remember, we barely got away from the windmill. We came up to this lake, seen an old man or seen somebody out in a boat in the middle of this lake. Um, Seen you throw something into the lake. Uh, Turned out to be a little girl. Got her out, and that's all I can remember.
Does anybody else have anything to add?
We built a
Who,
fire. We asked questions
Jabber.
on what was going on about, what was going on at the windmill, so on and so forth, and where we needed to take her.
Yes. She says that the Vistani camp that she's from, Arabell, the Vistani camp is just on the other side of the village of Vallaki. The Vistani are not welcome in Vallaki. It's about this time that Kojin had made the fire. Arabell is huddled up next to it.
How far are we from the castle?
You're about 4.5 miles.
Oh, okay. So we have time then.
Speaking of time, you do remember that Count Strahd met you guys on the road, on the turnoff, and that he invited you to dinner in 5 days.
And that's an invitation we are going to accept.
Arabell stops shivering. She's warm thanks to the campfire. Ireena is kind of like huddled over, making sure that she's alright, keeping her calm. About this time, we'll say it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And fizz bang. It just hits you. Normally the surface world has harsh light for your eyes, but there is not any of that here. You are actually able to be up here without any consideration for bright lights. It's kind of refreshing.
So like I can actually see without any repercussion.
Exactly. It seems that the world is in a perpetual state of gloominess. You hear Arabell talk to Ireena. She says, My father, he's going to be worried about me. We should get going. It's just past the village of Vallaki. What would everybody like to do?
She's the one he invited as well, and we're taking her to that village. She was invited as well?
No, she was not. She was rescued en route.
Okay. Where are we taking this lady that she invited? I knew we were taking her somewhere.
It is approximately... works better if I get on the pointer tool.
Alright, I see it.
Yep. Right there. Just past the town of Vallaki, before the bridge.
And the other one
But what's this over here then?
that I extorted for a lot of gold.
Oh, Ireena and her brother Ismark want you to take her to Vallaki. She says that she's got an area that she needs to go.
I'm talking about this Krezk over here. Krezk? Or Krezk? This one?
Oh, you're talking about Krezk?
Yeah, what's that one about again?
That is the town that is by the werewolves.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's the town I'm interested in.
Mr. Spiffy would be awake as well. It's about 3 o'clock.
I'm torn here because there's a problem. First things first, I'm going to talk to Ireena and tell her that I waived the payment.
So, you're going to give my brother his money back?
Yep, toss him his bag, his money back.
She takes it. Thank you. This will go a long way to starting a new life.
I just look at her kind of sad and leave it at that.
Alright. I believe that Jabber was trying to say something.
Why are we just still standing here, guys? Let's get moving.
And you see Arabell, she flitters her dress a little bit, and she's like, yep, I'm dry. So if nobody has any objections, you head further along, and you see the city of Vallaki in front of you. The walls are about 15 foot high, sharpened wooden sticks. There are various flyers that have been stuck up, and this explains the wolf's heads that are on pikes. It seems like just a week ago, a little bit less. They had what was called the Wolf's Head Jamboree. And then as one of them flies away, you see another one on there. It seems like there's been a bunch of different festivals. The latest one is being advertised as the Festival of the Burning Sun, which takes place in approximately 3 days. You guys are at the east gate. The gate is closed, but there is a path to travel alongside, and you're able to travel past the gate. You see a couple people. It's always a set of 2 people up on top of these wooden palisades. You just kind of look out, take note of you, keep going. You get about around the corner, and then you follow these wagon tracks that tuck back into a hill. This is a small hill, and at the base of it, it looks like there's these small houses just inset into the side of the building. They've got some filigree, moss, and various grasses grow on the roofs, as well as flowers. Going up a little bit, you see a whole bunch of those Vistani wagons with the barreled tops in kind of like a semicircle. And then in the very circle, you see what look like some horses, as well as a large central tent that is lit by lanterns. And you can smell it almost before you get there. It smells a lot like wine and horses. What would you guys like to do?
Interesting combination.
I say that we get on with the mission and then head over to Krezk. No sense in dilly-dallying.
Well, we do have a problem.
What's the
His
problem?
invitation was a polite gesture. He's not going to forget it.
Yeah, we have like 4 days.
Yeah. 4.
After today.
You are, in the grand scheme of things, right there. Just to give you an idea of how far away from the town you are, and then
Wait, ping one more time, please.
it is the furthest down.
Okay, got you. I thought we were coming in from the east.
Yeah, you had to pass the entire town, and then you hit south, kind of went through the woods and stuff like that, and then you were able to make it there. Arabell guides you almost flawlessly. It's almost like she knows where she's going. As you guys near the area, you see her get really, really excited about making it to the camp. You hear the hushed murmurs of people talking, tents, flaps, opening, closing, and various people going to and fro. You're able to basically get your cart about to that portion of the area, and you are stopped by a Vistani male. This gentleman approaches, and before he could get his name out, Arabell says, "Uncle Arrigal!" And she jumps out, gives him a big hug, and he starts looking her over. He sees you guys, and he's like, "I do not know who you are, but thank you. You have done us a great kindness. Please, come to the tent." And he starts bringing Arabell over to the tent. What would everybody like to do?
Gabber's just gonna follow along.
I guess first we need to find out who that man was that took her.
Well, she said his name was Uncle Arrigal.
No. The one that threw her in the lake.
Oh, yeah.
See if they know who he is.
For you guys, it would have been just a little bit ago, but you remember that his name was Bluto.
And then I want to ask him if he knows who that Bluto is.
I do not know of this gentleman, but I know that Luvash will be very interested in finding him and dispensing justice.
Pretty sure we can do that too. For y'all's sake.
He looks you guys up and down and he says, "I have no doubt about it. You look very formidable. However, I think this is something that requires a father's hand, if you know what I mean."
Fair enough.
I agree.
As you guys are talking and walking towards this tent, you just hear the sounds of a whip cracking and a man yelping. The tent gets thrown open, and mid-swing, a bottle of wine in one hand and a whip in the other, you see this large, imposing gentleman.
I try to catch the arm, like grab it, that has the whip.
You are easily able to, as he is kind of a little distracted by what's going on. Turns around, he brings his hand back, and he's like, "What?" And he sees his daughter, and all of a sudden he just gets overcome with emotions. And he's like, "Arabell!" And they start embracing and sobbing and stuff like that. Arrigal.
Pull out a cloth and wipe my hand.
Arrigal comes up to Adrian. How did your group happen upon my niece?
Well, we were heading this way, and we just happened to look out and see this man throw a bag into the lake, and the bag was squirming. And this little one right here, and I'm gonna point at Jabber. He jumped in and swam down and pulled her back out before her time came.
I see. Luvash takes a ring from around his neck. He hands it to Arrigal and says, "Well, we promised whoever brought her back the treasure, so go get it." He takes both the keys and wanders off. And,
Yes, the treasure. We're here to collect.
First, we need to figure out. I want to see if you're going to do anything to this man that threw her, or see if you know him.
I do not know him, but his reputation precedes him. He is a drunk fisherman. Unfortunately, us Vistani are not allowed in the village of Vallaki. So, you have already done me a great service. But, if you could locate this gentleman and bring him back to me, alive, I would give you 500 gold.
Okay. We can do that.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
You said alive, right? Just alive.
Capturing him alive will be very, very hard. Difficult. It seems more like a job that's 600 gold.
I pay for the convenience. I know I can get the results. Arrigal is clever. He's gotten me things before. Speaking of Arrigal, he comes back.
So what we're saying is 550 gold, because bringing him out might cause a disturbance as well.
Make a persuasion check. Well, you're making me that persuasion check. He holds out in one hand a onyx jewelry box with gold filigree. Who's gonna take it?
I guess I will
What was
for the
that again?
meantime.
Alright, so this onyx jewelry box is probably... I'm gonna throw all this stuff in the chat, so don't worry about it. It's worth probably about 250 gold pieces. It also contains 6 pieces of cheap jewelry, each worth 50 gold pieces. And then there's a potion, or a vial, unlabeled crystal vial. And it's got a little thing tied around it. It says poison.
I don't think I can get advantage on it, so it's 10.
10?
Yep.
Uh,
I rolled like crap.
I would love to pay you more. Unfortunately, I feel like I've already given so very much to my new friends. Maybe you scratch my back a little bit more?
What do you have in mind?
Bring me that bastard Bluto alive, so that way I may fillet him with my whip. It's about at this point that you guys notice he is extremely drunk. He is like moving and swaying. What you thought was being overcome with emotion is now pretty much just a severe level of intoxication.
Knowing this bit of information, is it possible to like play a song and try to liven him up a little as well?
You could try. Give me a performance check.
19.
All right. You
With
start.
the hat out. With the hat out as well.
You start playing and stuff like that. He's nodding his head. Too bad we didn't have any wine to go with this music. Make it even sweeter. Hey, if you're gonna go hunt that bastard down, maybe you could get us some barrels of wine from Vallaki as well.
We can do that.
The Martov family run the Blue... Well, they run the Blue River Inn in Vallaki, but they also run the Wizards of Wine winery. I'm not particular, as long as you get me the barrels.
All I got was the Wizards of Wine. Look, can you say all that information again one more time? I'm trying to type it in.
Yeah.
So, the Martov family runs the Blue Water Inn that's in Vallaki, and they also run the Wizards of Wine winery. Both places should have the wine that you're looking for.
Is Arrigal still around?
Yeah, you saw him go outside.
Is it possible to approach him and ask him about the werewolves?
About the what?
The werewolves?
Yeah.
Or I think that's what I'm...
Yep, werewolves. He's out there. He's like smoking a pipe and stuff like that. It's tobacco.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry,
on
my
with
friend. I
it?
didn't get your name. He puts his hand out to shake yours. He's like, I'm Arrigal. I'm one of the leaders of this camp.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Kojin.
Kojin. How can I help
And,
you?
Well, actually, I'm trying to find the whereabouts of werewolves in the area.
It starts giving you kind of like the lay of the land, and he says, by Krezk, there is a hole inside of the side of the mountain around by Lake Baratok. Right about there is where you will find where the werewolves are. All the Vistani know to never go in that area. Bad.
That's good advice. Well, thank you very much for this information.
Hey, you did a good thing for my brother.
Yes, I'm glad the little one could get out there so quick.
He says that, did anybody inquire about the Wizards of Wine Winery?
Oh, he had said something, so I was letting him do his thing, but I was going to ask about that one.
Alright. On the way to Krezk is a road, and if you take that, you will find the Wizards of Wine's winery right there. Is anybody else trying to do anything?
I want to talk to like our group guys, our group, and come up with a plan to get that old man out of. He's in Vallaki, right?
Yes. Bluto is in Vallaki.
So I think that if we get about 4, maybe 5 barrels of wine, if we can sell this box and stuff, get the barrels and invite him to a little soiree to try to trick him out of Vallaki, so we don't draw a crowd inside of Vallaki. You know, because they said he was a drunk. What drunk's gonna turn down wine, alcohol, and then whenever he's out, we possibly tie him up, maybe rough him up a little bit, and bring him in alive, of course.
Luring him.
What does everybody else think?
We can give it a shot.
As you guys are kind of discussing this stuff, you do see that, like, after about 15-20 minutes pass, a small group of people come in, and they go in and they're like, Luvash, we haven't found her, you know, and the person that you see is an elf, along with some Vistani. And this is weird, because this is the first demi-human race, or other humanoid species, that you've seen besides human and yourselves the entire time you've been here. Wears kind of like a bandana on his head, he's got a hood over, it's all completely gray, he's in very muted tones.
I'm just awkwardly staring.
Looks at you. Have my people not endured enough but to be looked at?
I didn't expect it. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna wave my little hand at him.
Hi.
Oh, hello, little one. I'm sorry. We've been going through a lot since Arabell was missing, but now that she's found, well, at least we won't have to go out on those patrols anymore. By the way, those dead people are still at that monastery to the south.
Dead people?
Yes, and he starts to go through and pulls out the map. There was once a great and formidable order that lived there hundreds of years ago. They were enemies of Count Strahd, and they foolishly and haphazardly mounted an attack and died for their efforts. Now, their damned souls haunt that area.
Is this the order that I've heard of?
The Knights of Argynvostold?
I don't know then.
It would ring a bell to you. You know that it was a holy order that opposed Strahd, and when this area was plunged into darkness, when Strahd von Zarovich became the ruler of this demi-plane, they were one of the only forces of good to fight against him, and for their efforts, they were all slaughtered, and because of just their hatred of Strahd, they became revenants, and they still are in there. This is all the lore and exposition that gets told to you guys.
We may have to go give that a gander.
We absolutely have to.
Yeah.
With the freedom from this torture.
I'm pretty sure I can do that. First things first. Go find the old man.
Old man, or winery, old man, werewolves, that. That's how I see it.
The winery's way over there. We can shit the Blue Water Inn.
The winery's just below Krezk.
Isn't the Blue Water Inn in Krezk?
The Blue Water Inn is in Vallaki.
Oh.
The old man is in Vallaki. Jesus.
All right, so we need to get the wine for the Vistani, right?
Yep.
So if it's just right there, and that if we can go to that inn and try to get it, that's we could do that. I was thinking the inn was in Krezk. Why?
Where is this inn exactly? Just to triple check, because now I'm confused on its location.
The
It's in
blue,
Vallaki.
the Blue Water Inn is in Vallaki.
Okay, so the wine that we need is right here.
It's also in Vallaki, yes.
Yes. There we go.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
So we go get the wine.
I have 50 gold to the cause. I don't think wine's
Wow.
going to cost that much.
We can
shouldn't pay
trade
more than
some
a
of
gold
these.
for wine.
We can also
That's
use this cheap jewelry.
Yeah, that's 50 gold, and there's 3 pieces in there. So that's, 150 plus the
There's actually
box
6,
is another.
but I mean, I'll take one off your hands.
So
thought
did
there
you
was-
pocket the 3 of them?
That's what I thought
I said there
happened.
was 3.
Nah, it's in the
Oh.
chat.
No, it's in the
There's-
chat.
There's 6.
My chat stuff doesn't work like y'all's does.
Ah.
it's in the chat.
What's in the onyx jewelry box?
Okay, so I'm gonna update from 3 to 6.
Yep.
We can just use a couple of those the jewelry if we need to.
I agree. I think that's a good idea.
So that's what, 550 gold total.
Yeah, but
Okay.
right now it's not like in gold
Yeah, I
piece quantity.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
no,
think they
no.
can make change for cheap jewelry. I think they're just going to accept the cheap jewelry as the total payment. So, like, that bottle of wine just turned into a 50 gold bottle of wine, which, like I said, don't pay more than a gold.
Oh,
I
there's
thought
You probably
we're getting
shouldn't pay a
barrels.
gold. You're
They-
just being
Yeah,
pretentious.
when-
This is barrels. This isn't.
Oh,
this
Yeah,
isn't-
barrels?
barrels.
they're happy that
Yeah,
you
it's a
brought a
barrel.
cart because they're looking for barrels.
Yeah, okay. So maybe then. Maybe.
Shouldn't-
Yeah. That's why I was trying to turn all this, like, figure out how much gold there would be in total.
How much are these barrels?
They
You
usually
don't
run
know.
about 50 gold pieces
50 gold pieces. There you go. Like
Oh.
cheap jewelry for a barrel.
for
Look at
the
that.
for
Look at
the
this direct
really
exchange
good
rate.
stuff. Yeah.
That's
Or
so
if
fucking
we
great,
have
though.
a seller, why don't we just grab them?
Their Red Dragon Crush is 50 gold pieces a barrel. Their Purple Grape Mash number 3 is 25 gold pieces a barrel.
We are definitely
Well,
not stealing these barrels, by the way. I don't know if I heard that slightly suggested.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna veer directly off that path right now.
You guys don't want
That's
to do
why
like
I
a
just-
solid snake mix with hobbits and like
I kind of do now that you mentioned like the
damn, we got
our
cardboard
smallest
boxes
people and
here.
they're in boxes. Now I'm actually for it.
Shit. Alright, well, I'm in the cart. I'm waiting on everybody else. I don't know what y'all are doing.
I start running towards the cart. Wait!
as everybody's getting onto the cart, you know, Arabell gives everybody a hug and says thank you. And that dusk elf is standing nearby and he says, Are you all truly trying to make a difference in Barovia?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to make many things in Barovia.
You think, man?
My name is Kasimir Velikov. I am the leader of the Dusk Elves. My sister, Katrina Velikovna, she speaks to me from beyond the grave. She tells me that she has repented for her many sins and wishes to make amends and cross over. I've had these dreams every single night this month. I think there's something to it. And I think I need to go. And he looks around. I think I need to go to where it began. To where he got his powers.
Where was that?
There is a place high in the mountain, made of amber. In it holds many secrets. If you are going there, I would accompany you. Maybe I could find a way to bring my sister back to life.
I mean, how long has she been dead? Or been passed?
300 years?
Shit.
The devil Strahd killed every single female of our race, left us males to live, and then took my sister, the queen, as his unholy bride. She speaks to me from beyond the grave, telling me, compelling me to finally lay her soul to rest. If you could find a way to make it up through Salenka Pass, I will accompany you. I will lend my blade and my bow to your cause.
I promise to find a way.
We have some. We still need to take Illy. Is Ileana? Is that her name?
Are you talking about Ireena?
Ireena. Sorry, thank you. We still need to take Ireena to.
Vallaki.
Oh, we're taking Ireena to Vallaki?
Yep.
Well, yeah, there's 3 reasons to go to Vallaki.
Oh, hell, I thought she was further away. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah. So, never mind that. I was going to ask if she was staying in at the camp, but
No.
she's going there. So we should probably deliver her first.
Yes, Ireena lets you know that there is a church called St. Andrew's Church that has stood since this whole beginning and that no evil has entered.
And we need to get her there first. Isn't that our first assignment right now? Our first duty?
Yep.
Take to the church.
Yep.
Go to church, guys. But after that, what do we got? Well, we have to meet Strahd in 4 days, right?
Yep. But after we get her to the church,
well, it was 5
fine.
days all day, but this has pretty much been all day. That was earlier today that we met with them, right?
We'll say that it's about 4 o'clock now. You guys spent an hour talking, game planning, exchanging pleasantries and stuff like that.
So we'll have 4 days after today. Yeah.
And you can
So
easily
when you
make
get her
it
there-
from Vallaki to the castle in 1 day.
What about I didn't write down the mountain area with the Temple of Amber.
Oh, the Amber Temple in Salenka Pass?
Yeah, Salenka.
That looks like quite a bit away. I think we're going to have to do this after our dinner.
You also might want to dress warm, because as soon as you hit Salenka Pass, the weather gets very formidable. You're going to need cold weather gear.
Well, I have some peppers. I cook with those. Get me out for a few minutes.
Look, this isn't Zelda.
Nice.
You know what? Turn off the heat.
After Vallaki, I feel like we should go towards the werewolf.
I agree.
Over there towards Krezk.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's not even all the way to Krezk. Yeah, it is where we want to go. Exactly.
All right, well, I'm gonna start driving the cart then towards Vallaki.
So you guys are at the east gate. The gate is closed. You see 2 people outside of the gate just kind of like shuffling around. As you start to approach, you do see a warning sign. The sign says, "No unhappiness, no fighting, no saying the devil's name, no Vistani allowed." And as you get to the gate, the guards want to know...
We're not Vistani, so I think we're good, right, guys?
So as you get to the gate, the guards want you to state your name and what your business is.
I'll say, well, I guess since I'm driving, I'll go first. Neorin, and I'm here to get a couple barrels of wine.
You see him starting to take notes. Does everybody give their name and the reason that they're there is to get wine, or does anybody say anything different? Does anybody give a false name?
I follow Norin's lead.
Give him a
and
false name.
I give him my name.
I'll give him mine. So.
Alright, Damien, what name do you give?
But I'm going to go with Lugosi.
Lugosi?
Did I get any money from those guys in my hat?
Nope, just the request to go get them more wine. That song would have played better with some wine. Ireena gives her name, and she says that her business is with Father Lucian Petrovich at the Church of St. Andral, which the guards basically point back right there. So you are all let through. And then...
Sorry, I was going to say before we went through, could I ask them if they know of the man named Bluto?
Oh, yes, Bluto. That drunk bastard's out fishing sun up to sundown. He hasn't caught a damn thing.
Have y'all seen him recently? Has he come back or anything?
I think he's back. I don't know. We like don't keep tabs on people. My guess is
Okay.
that if he caught fish, he sold them for a drink.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. As you are approaching St. Andrew's Church, it looks like it is centuries old. It has a slouching roof. You see weathered brick, exposed stones, and along the walls, cracked stained glass windows depicting a pious saint. There is a graveyard that is enclosed with wrought iron that looks like the mist kind of clings around low on the gravestones. But other than that, nothing seems to be out of place. You do notice a teenage boy stabbing the dirt with a shovel and digging a grave. He doesn't even pay you any notice as you pass on the cart.
Guys, I got an idea. Why don't, after we drop her off, go pick up the wine, and we can use that wine to lure him away. I can like charm him and make him
Sir,
my
you
friend.
do realize I had already come up with that back at the when we dropped the girl off.
The Vistani camp?
Yes, that was a whole game plan. We had already thought about that way ahead of this.
Well, I was trying to help out with my charm.
Hey, go for it. But that was part of the plan.
Sorry.
Oh, no. Hey, all the more help. After all, we wouldn't be anywhere without a bard.
Alright, so as you're discussing that, you see looks like about a 13-year-old boy, altar boy, runs over to the other kid, and they converse back and forth, and then he sees the lot of you, and then goes and runs back inside. It looks like Father Lucian Petrovich comes out, and he greets you all. Hello, how may I help you? I am Father Lucian Petrovich. Ireena talks to him, tells him that she needs to stay there, that it's the safest place in Vallaki. They start going through all that stuff, and he looks around. And Kojin, do you wear a holy symbol
It's on my shield.
on your
So,
shield?
Yeah.
He looks at you, and then what about you, Niren? Do you wear a holy symbol?
Yeah, I have an amulet.
If I may have a word with you, off in the side.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Gentlemen, I have bad news. It seems that our most holiest of artifact has been stolen and hidden from us. It brings me great shame to say this, but I cannot protect her. You have traveled all this way for nothing. For without the bones of Saint Andral, it is not hallowed ground anymore. If we could find these bones, I could guarantee her safety.
Do you know when they were? Do you have any information on who, what might have happened, or who took them?
I have some ideas. You see, Yeska, and he points over to the altar boy. He's the only one that I've told about such things. I've raised him ever since the orphanage closed down, and I think of him like my own child. I do not think he would do such things. But if anybody would have an idea, it would be Yeska.
Can we call Yeska over?
Yeah, if you want to call Yeska over, he comes over. Yes, how may I help you, gentlemen?
We've been talking with you. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say, how tall is this boy?
He's a teenager, so, like, not that tall. For you guys, he probably stands about 5'2".
I guess I want to get down on my knee. I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and kind of just firmly squeeze it, not too hard, but just enough to let him know I'm not kidding and I mean business. And I'm gonna ask you, do you know anything about the missing bones?
He immediately just gets a little jolt. You can tell he went from, like, not knowing what's going on to immediately feeling uncomfortable. I was scared. I thought that he, the devil, and he spits on the ground. I thought that the devil was going to come for me and claim my life like he did so many others. I asked Father Lucian how do you know we are safe? And that's when he told me. He told me about the bones. He told me about the bones of St. Andral that bless this holy place. But I did not do anything with them. Why would I destroy something so beautiful?
Did you tell anyone?
I did. And he doesn't
Insight?
say anything. He doesn't point, but he looks over directly at the boy who's digging the grave. If you want to make an insight check, go for it.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Well, so with the 7, you haven't really got a long time to talk to him to know him, but like what you know about subtle clues and context, he didn't do anything that averted gaze to make you think that he was being deceptive. And then with your insight at 23, you have figured out that he's telling the truth and he's looking towards the other boy. You would say that he probably has told that kid.
All right, I'm gonna release my grip on his shoulder and stand up and ask the father to call the other boy over.
You see Father Lucian Petrovich goes over. Milijov, come this way. You see him look over there, and he's got a shovel in his hand, and he starts walking, and then he just starts seeing a lot of eyes heading his way. And he kind of stops a couple paces
I'm
away.
gonna fly behind him, so he can't go backwards.
You start to fly to get behind him, and he takes off running down the street.
Found him.
What's everybody doing?
This way, fetch!
Flying after
I'm
him.
gonna start like crawling towards him.
I'm gonna run as I'm just like, oh, you imbecile.
It doesn't take long for you guys to catch up to him. He gets very out of breath very quickly. And he's like looking, he looks at the guards, and he looks at you guys, and he says, I don't want to go to the stocks.
I will protect you. Nobody will do anything to you while I'm around.
We just want to find the bones.
Yep. We just need the bones, kid.
Run again, and this little lizard, hot on your trail. Remember that. Fizz, sit.
I knew about the bones. I took them. But I only took them so that way I could feed my brother and sister.
Okay. I'm assuming you didn't feed them the bones. What did you do with them?
Kind of looks at you quizzically and cocks his head. Henrik Vander Voort. He's the coffin maker. He paid me to get the bones. That's it. That's all I know. You said you weren't going to do anything to me, so I'm just going to go walk home right now.
Insight real quick on that.
I'm gonna hold his collar for a moment and just hold him there.
Ah. What'd you get for your insight, Jay?
That would be a 18.
Yeah, he seems pretty honest with his words. He said that he gave it to the coffin.
Let him go. We got what we needed from him. He was only trying to feed his family.
No, we haven't. Not all of it. We need to
Where
know
is he?
we need to know where this coffin maker is.
I'm sure we can find the coffin maker.
You've got him.
Whisper it,
You've
simple.
got him by the collar, and he looks over at you, and he goes, "Well, Yeska told me, and I think this is all a load of. Sorry, I don't want to get thrown in the stocks for malicious unhappiness. I don't think that the burgomaster is on the up and up, if you know what I'm saying. So, he's looking for a way to make some money to feed my family. And Heinrich Vander Voort said that he would pay me in order to get those dirty old bones from underneath the chapel. So I took my shovel, I pried up the boards, They were right where they said they were, and I got paid. And my brother Jesper and my sister Katerina finally got their bellies full for once. Which is more than anybody else in this town's ever done for me.
I
Toss
flip him
him
a gold.
piece.
Shit, there we go.
I was about to say the
Multiple at
same
the same time. Dude, same fucking
Just
time.
gets a
That's
bunch of
what's up.
gold tossed at him. We're making it rain.
Yeah.
There you go. I threw in the chat the dude's name. He's the coffin maker.
I give him a gold and 5 silver.
Oh.
Uh,
You
I'll
don't
give
see
him
too
about
much
3
silver
gold.
around here.
Look at him.
Thanks, stranger.
I'll toss in 3 gold along with it too. It should be enough.
Hey guys, quit giving a feed these guys for a month.
I need you
I'm
to
with
set
you,
something
Bill.
up. Kid.
What?
I need you to tell your contact that you forgot a piece of the bones. And set up another meeting.
That's kind of dangerous.
So is taking the bones.
I'm gonna need a persuasion check.
Actually, I only give him 3 silver.
Oh, that's great. I'm not very persuasive. I'm just mean.
It ain't? I'm sorry, man. You've done okay by me, but I'm not sticking my neck out for you. I told you where he is, and then he ends up cueing you guys into where this coffin maker's shop is at. And it is across town.
Oh Lord.
It's
Coffin maker
alright.
shop, I
It's a
guess.
really small place. You could walk across in like almost no time.
To the coffin maker shop.
Sounds good.
So, as you
Wait,
guys
wait.
are making these plans, Father Petrovich is like, well, maybe if you want some place to, like, store your cart, you could, I guess, store it here. I could do that for you guys since you're getting me the bones back. And I'll keep Ireena safe until you return. Oh, actually, I'll just keep her safe.
Excellent. That sounds
Okay.
good. So we're gonna go check out the coffin maker.
Wait, so he said to leave her there?
Yeah, he said that he will protect her and leave her at the church with the cart. Unless you want her to go with you.
I think she needs to stay with us because he already told us
Yeah.
that he can't protect her. So, I mean, it's a cart, but she is invaluable.
We can get another cart eventually, but
Exactly.
we can't replace her.
And since I'm just saying I don't trust him. No offense, guy. I don't trust you. You already said you can't protect her, and now you're saying that we need to leave her in your care.
Ireena looks at him and looks at you all. You've kept me safe so far. I will go with you. Maybe we could use a discreet touch.
Sounds good to me. Hey, where's the inn at?
You're talking about
That's
the
one
Blue
thing.
Water Inn?
Yeah, is
Yeah.
it on the way? Is it like right here?
Actually,
this
yeah,
one?
you pinged exactly where it's at.
That's what's up.
Damn.
It's on the way there. So like
Yeah.
I feel like
well,
that's
Yeah, we're not leaving the car. We're gonna take the car with us since it's already on the way there.
As you all are going through, you end up passing by the Blue Water Inn. The Blue Water Inn is a 2-story building. It has a large flock of ravens that roost on its sagging roof tiles. There is a wooden sign that swings by the entryway that is a blue waterfall hung above the main entrance. There doesn't seem to be too many people or any activity there. What's everybody doing?
I want to go in. I want to have that the box with the Onyx box with me. And I want to go up to the barkeep and ask if they could do an equal trade for 4 barrels of their wine.
As you walk in, you notice across the bar is a older gentleman sitting there eating a bowl of soup, sipping some wine, journaling. There's a woman a couple raven feathers in her hair, dressed a little bit flamboyantly, is basically yelling at two kids. The oldest one, you figure out the name is Brahm, as she is yelling at him to stop jumping all over the furniture and riling up his brother Bray. And finally, a man comes out the back and he's got his hands, he's wiping them off on a cloth. He is came from the kitchen and stuff like that. And he hands the gentleman at the bar another bowl of soup, and he says, "Mr. Octavio, your beet soup, complimentary as always." See him poke his head up from journaling. He closes it and he says, "Why, thank you." And he starts eating his soup. You go up to there. You figure out that the bartender's name is Danica. She is the wife of Erwin. Their last name is Marikov. Their father, Davian, owns the Wizard of Wine's winery. And they will sell you cases of wine. The Red Dragon Crush is 50 gold pieces a barrel. And the Purple Grape Mash number 3 is 25 gold pieces a barrel.
Is it possible that we could negotiate in buying a couple barrels on top of getting a place to stay for the night?
So beds for the night cost 1 electrum piece, and it comes with a complimentary hot beef soup or a hot beet soup and fresh baked bread at no charge. If you want a cooked wolf steak, it's 1 electrum piece. So beds for the night are 1 electrum piece, and oddly enough, they are wide open. The only person staying there is who you figured out is named Rictavio.
How does the electrum look again?
That's half a gold piece.
Yeah, electrum's half a gold.
Throw down 3 gold pieces.
So if I give him
That's
1 gold, I
bets
can
for
get...
all of us for tonight. There you go.
Okay.
Alright. So, Lugosi drops 3 gold pieces, pays for the stuff. There's outside access to the rooms. From the outside is basically like the common quarters. So, you guys have got that stage for the night. They'll even take care of your horse and the cart. There is a stable.
Nice.
Right.
Would they do an even trade for the jewelry for the wine?
Yeah,
Or
they
do
will.
have to have? Okay. Can I get 2 barrels of the, what was it, Dragon Crush?
The Red Dragon Crush, yep.
Yep,
Yep.
Red Dragon Crush. And 2 barrels of the grape.
Purple Grape Mash.
Yes.
Alright.
So that's just 3 of them. That's just 3 of them then, because that's 150. If my math is
No.
correct.
No.
Yeah, because each one of
the
them
2
are
Red
50,
Dragon.
and then you get
Yep.
2 of the other ones, so that's 3.
Red Dragon's gonna be one jewelry a piece, and
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
Purple
1 and
Grape is
1.
gonna be 2 for 1.
1-1.
And then
Okay,
2
yeah, my
for
bad.
1, so that's 3. So yeah,
Yep.
we'll have 3 more jewelry left.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna pull out those 3 jewelry.
I wouldn't
3
I wouldn't
pieces
mind
of
wearing
jewelry.
one.
They take it, and they say that they will load it up in your cart.
Okay.
But, well, we've got some business, and we'll be back for dinner.
And since they're gonna watch the horse, let's just go. We'll walk over there.
Alright, Ireena's still in tow.
I believe
Yep.
so.
Alright. I need one person to roll me a 1d20.
Those guys.
11.
11? The walk over there is uneventful. You make it to the coffin maker shop. You've made it to the coffin maker shop. All the doors are closed. All the windows are closed. It does not look to be occupied. What is everybody doing?
Is there a sign that says there are hours or anything like that?
There is not. But as you're going around, you can... Well, give me a perception check.
16.
A couple of you are able to see through frosted glass movement on the inside.
How do we want to do this, guys?
We got
I don't think they're
three
gonna-
options.
They're not gonna let them go like willingly.
Well, there's three options. We can either knock on the door nicely, someone could pick the lock, or one of us can kick the shit out of it and knock it in. Preferably, I'd rather not draw attention.
I say let's not try and draw.
I'll try to open it.
It's worst case scenario.
Is there a back door?
Oh, hold
Yeah,
on just a second.
I was going around back too.
That's
I
what I
will,
was thinking. But there's probably a lock on the back door, is my guess.
Actually, I was thinking about going around back and walking up the wall and checking out like if there's a roof entrance.
What race are you again?
Human.
Damien? Oh. Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Although I am very good at climbing, yes.
Dan Jack Hills is staying with the horses.
I see a black screen still.
I climb, in fact, at full speed.
No shit.
Alright,
there
this
we
is
go.
our amazing group of adventurers right here. We're
There you
going
go,
to
that's
call
nice.
this the front door.
Alright.
Dark.
I wanna... Like I said, I think we should at least get some position here, move around and take a look inside. Try to get a
Anybody
better
here
look
have
of things.
proficiency with these
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here at the front door with
I didn't roll a
whoever.
perception, so I don't know if I see the things, but I do have a passive. That's insane.
So everybody was kind of able to cue in on there's like one person walking through like the frosted glasses as you're able to go. They were from pretty much kind of around the corner. So if I was going to do it even more accurately, I'll just start dragging everybody. Because that was, in fact, the back door.
Where we're all
Oh.
at.
Where you guys were all at was the back door.
Alright, well, I guess I'll go to the front then.
Perhaps we can have
Wherever
somebody
that's
distract them at the front. Try to get the business's attention while we have other people looking to back.
Oh, I was in the
Yes,
back.
it was right in there that you guys saw the,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying is,
Nope.
split this up. One team to distract at the front door. The other team to see if we can locate the bones in here in
if,
the back.
if you were going to designate these teams into two separate, equally awesomely named parties, would it be like what? Team...
Team Law and Team Order. Chunk chunk.
Tung
Yeah.
tung.
I'm just kidding. That show's awful.
Dun dun.
Team Shadow, Team Bait.
Love it.
Show was made by Dick
Yeah,
Ryder.
we can go with that. Team
Yeah.
Shadow, Team Bait.
Team
That
Shadow
works.
tries to ball three of the little ones.
So yeah, obviously we need our talkers in the front. I'm going to suggest that I don't be in the front.
I'm really good at sneaking, so that's why I'm saying I should go in the back.
A lot of people are, but like, do we
We're
have
gonna be
anybody
in the-
who's good at talking to be in the
I'm
front?
going in my back door.
As far as we know, there's only one person. We're going towards the back. We don't know if there's a person back there.
All right. Well,
I don't know.
I guess I'll go to the
Oh, I
front
see.
and I'll distract them.
I'm staying up
Put on-
front.
Put on a performance up front. Because you said this is the front door right here.
You just...
Yeah.
That's the back. So everybody's
Oh,
at the
that's
front.
the back. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Oh, this is the back
Yeah.
that we're at.
You guys were walking around and you kind of like saw through the windows and stuff like that. Much like you can look through that window and see that like that area looks to be a break room.
Who here is very sneaky? I can be, but I'm gonna have to take this heavy breastplate off.
Right.
I'm pretty sneaky, but
I'm very, but like,
I have
not
a
with
plus
this
4
on.
to stealth.
got a plus
I
5.
I got +5 at disadvantage.
I have
Okay,
negative
so I'm the
1
sneakiest. I'm gonna take it off.
disadvantage. So
I weigh more than that. I'm gonna take it off.
All right.
Then, we need. Does
I have a +3 on stealth.
can somebody hold my armor?
Ireena like just puts her hands out. She's like, I guess. I gotta keep remembering. So
Thank you. Appreciate it.
He lets go of it, and this like fucking Dragon Ball moment just hits the ground. Thunk.
It is very heavy.
Yeah.
It is.
So is
I'm
anybody
actually
going
gonna
out
go
back
on
with
my
me?
character and unequip that real fast.
If she just grabs it like this, it is perfectly
Alright.
fine, man. She's slow.
So I will go sneaking in and looking around. We're gonna need somebody by the door, just in case. I need some help back
Does
here.
anybody?
I
Do
can
we
be
have
by the door.
feign death? Do we have feign death? Our cleric? That'd be a cleric spell, right?
I am very good at
think I have
faking my
that.
own death.
Oh my
I don't
god.
think I have
We
it
could
right now.
we could be like, hey, we need to get a coffin for our friend here. That's fucking dead. Oh my god, dude, you gotta do this. We have to do
I have-
this.
I do have false life though.
False light. That. See, there you go.
Nope, that's not it.
No, wait, no, that
that's
goes the
not
other way.
right.
Yeah.
Like I
Just-
can hold
just
my
do some
breath for a
acting.
It's
very long time.
feign of death,
Just do some acting.
or him.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't be the best at acting. I'm not very deceptive like common folk.
Let's see here.
Jay, I'm only 2nd level. That's like
Alright.
a 3rd level spell.
So
So we should actually kill somebody. I'm just-
Sacrifice.
so there you go. Ireena's there.
but
Oh, shit.
Ireena's not
Okay.
the one to
dark.
So, yeah, that's an awkward time to reintroduce.
die. She is not our sacrifice.
Well, you don't have to have the dead body with you. It would be a good prop, but certainly a ruse you can use.
Yeah. All
I
right.
mean, I can attack.
So you let me know when
we can
you're ready,
attack
and I will sneak in.
I was about to say we can attack somebody and have them like start making death saves, and then I can heal them afterwards.
That is some pretty
Okay.
showboaty stuff, man.
All right. All right. Let's
Hey,
do this
Doc.
before I lose these fucking tears. Let's do it. Come on. Let's do it.
Hey, Doc.
Yeah.
I don't. All I have is a black screen on mine.
Maybe his token doesn't have vision.
There's also an entirely possible thing that I just forgot to drag him out.
Oh yeah. No, he's not on there at all.
Yeah, that's
That would
I
explain
was
it.
like, I don't know where the doors are.
I am surprised you let it go on that long. Like there were
Dude,
plans
I thought
made.
something was wrong with my computer. I was like refreshing and exiting the game and like reloading.
Oh, that's-
Oh, that's whose name disappeared.
Yeah, that was.
all right. So what does Mr. Spiffy do? Because I see him at the front.
All right. Well, they said they're gonna go around back, so let them. As soon as they get, I'm like, hurry up, get around before I lose these fucking tears.
I'm gonna.
Well, I'm staying up here with him, so
Yeah, I'm staying up front. I'm not sneaky.
Yeah,
So I
Mr.
guess the
Speaker
others
should
can
also
go in the
have
back.
somebody with them just in case, right? Like, we should not leave
Yeah.
anybody alone.
Well, I
No,
mean, you know,
no.
Let's just all go through the front.
Adrian and Kojin should. That's my guess. Should go around back.
Kojin, he's not stealthing in.
Oh,
I've got
oh,
to
you're
make
not
it
stealthing.
about-
We only
of
need someone to watch the
disadvantage.
door. Well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
you
the
need
only
somebody
one
with
actually
you.
Going in.
Yeah, but we need
Yeah,
somebody with you because you just said yourself nobody should go alone. So who are
That's
you taking
true.
with you? Who are you
I'll
taking
go
with
with
you?
them. I'll go with them.
take
Okay.
the wiry little lizard.
Okay.
Yep.
There you go. That's perfect. I just wanted you to have somebody with you.
Yep.
Actually, I think I think Jabber should go too with him.
Already at the back door.
All right, well, there you go.
No, you're
They're
not. You're
front,
right here.
bring
Up, right now. Yeah, you're over
not
here.
at the back
Yeah.
door.
Ready for you,
You're at
man.
the front door.
Do you want me to drag you in the back door?
Oh, me?
Well, who needs to go to the back door? I will.
That's me.
Jabber.
Okay.
Jabber
Jabber
needs to go
first.
back there, and Adrian needs to go back there.
All right, there we go.
And Fizzbang.
Yes!
Can I give myself a bardic of inspiration?
Yes,
Just
you
follow my
can.
lead.
It's like a pep talk.
I got this. I got this. And that's part of the crying. That's part of the crying. That I'm giving myself my last.
Hey, man, while you're throwing out inspiring words, I'm just saying, like, I got ears.
Damn, kinda
So for
reminds me
your
of-
last for
Hey.
your last bardic inspiration, you like Mr. Spiffy's like, I got this stuff. I can make it. All right.
Yes.
What do you do?
As soon as they walk around the corner, I'm like, all right, knock, knock, knock.
You knock. Go away. We're closed.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, sir. My best friend Adrian just died. And I really need to get a box picked out for him. And I was told that you're the best coffin maker around.
We're closed. Go away.
Please, sir. Please.
The boy's
You-
over there digging the hole now. We just need a
Okay.
box.
You hear some heavy footfalls, and the voice gets louder on the other side of the door as you hear, "I told you, go away. We're closed."
Is this door locked?
Is there another
That
coffin
door
maker?
back
Alright.
there is locked.
During this time, like, can we, like, go to them?
Yeah,
'Cause that's like a
back
a
door's
turn.
locked.
Window?
The window is also locked. But
Now,
you might be able to unlock it, or you could possibly even force it open, depending on how much noise you wanted to make.
Acid
Alright, well-
Splash is technically quiet.
Does
Don't-
Acid Splash have a verbal component to it?
Because then it's not, yeah.
Anybody here proficient with these tools?
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, it is a verbal component,
Because I am not.
I am.
but it never
Please,
said
by
how
all
loud to be.
means. By all means, handle this door.
I can deal with thieves' tools
What
as
do I need to
well.
roll for that, Doc?
That is going to be a dexterity check. And then if you are proficient in Thieves' Tools, you can add your proficiency bonus.
I don't know what my
Oh.
proficiency bonus is.
It's a plus two.
plus
You're-
two.
Plus two.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
plus two.
Oh,
right
we're
now.
level 2 characters.
Yeah.
That's right. I didn't even level up.
Yeah.
That's right, because you were sleeping.
Oh,
I was a sleepy
right.
guy.
He wasn't
I thought it was
sleeping, he was just in
13,
power
Doc.
saving mode.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was in power saving mode. My
you
apologies.
you got a 13?
Yes, sir. Lucky 13.
That's enough. You actually. And then as the lock falls and your consciousness comes back, you hear Mr. Spiffy trying to buy a coffin, and this guy is not having any of it. He's like, I told you for the 15th fucking time, I'm not selling any coffins. We're closed. Go away. Put him in a barrel for all I care.
I want to kind of speak up and be like, look, we just need a fucking coffin. Either open the door and give us the coffin, or the door's coming in. I ain't got time for your shit. He tried to be nice. He's in tears. I'm going to pull out a handkerchief from behind my plate mail and give it to him. Here, Mr. Speed.
Thank you so much.
You start to hear footfalls going away as soon as you talk about busting in the door, and Adrian, through there, you can see the figure starting to round the corner and getting ready to open the next door. What's everybody doing?
Did you get that door open?
Well, I've already got longbow right. Or
I can pick the lock right now since he's not there. If I can do it stealthily.
Yeah, give me a dexterity check, add your proficiency bonus, and get above a 13.
You already know I keep.
Oh my god! Hey, remember I said I gave myself that inspiration? Can I do that now or no?
Sure. It seems like a very good time to use it.
Very
Hey,
perfect
Doc.
time to do this. Damn
Got
it!
my light crossbow.
Oh,
ready.
plus my proficiency. Damn it! I missed it by one.
Alright, you were not able to get it open. And you just hear the old man going, shit, shit, shit. Alright, hold on just a second. Let's get some initiative.
Ah, yay.
So you didn't get that door open? I didn't see a roll.
I did not. I did not
You.
get it.
Oh, fucking dude.
Hey, let's go! 21.
That's fine.
Alright, first up is Adrian with a 26.
Alright. Move up this way. Now I'm trying to pull into the door, as it were, and sneak around behind the coffin, but I'm guessing he's kind of eyeballing that door.
He actually is more concerned about what looks like a stairwell leading up.
I'm going to try to stealth there then and hold my hand up.
Alright, is that your turn?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Gonna hide behind the coffin.
Alright, next up is Fizzbang.
I am also going to go in there and go back one. And you said that there's a stairwell?
Yes, you can see that the place that he is focused in on, right there, looks to be a stairwell leading up. You can see through the door that he's opened.
Alright. Let's do some wizard shit. What does this take? That's purple.
Alright, well, Fizzbang's figuring out what to do. The next person on deck is going to be Kojin, then Jabber, then Mr. Spiffy, and then this dude goes. So just so that way everybody knows. Fizzbang, what do you got?
I know I was gonna move back before Kojin goes.
Oh, man.
Like, we are actually on board to, like, have this man out, right?
I don't think
Is
that
that
was
what
ever
you're going?
discussed. Are you now having a moral dilemma?
No, I was just wondering if we ever discussed that beforehand.
We're
Don't
trying to
kill
find
him.
these
We need.
bones.
Yeah. Interrogation is key.
Interrogation is key, but I'm willing to follow him up those stairs.
Okay. So I'll go a step further than him, and I will use Gust. He has to save a Strength 13, and he is, what is he, a medium or a smaller creature?
He's medium.
Okay. Let's see. What does it actually do? You size the air and compel it to create one of the following effects at a point you see within range. So I do see him. I need you to look at that real quick. It's called Gust. I don't know if it just moves a person.
I believe it'll move a person 5 feet if they fail their check.
Okay, well I'm going to see if I can force him through the door and stun him.
Through the door that he's opening that goes into the stairs, or the door that he just went through to get into this room?
I will try and push him back through the door that he came through.
All right, that is a big old 2, so he gets moved 5 feet back. As you see, he falls over. He is now prone. Is there anything else you're going to do on your turn?
I'm just gonna yell, guys, he's down!
All right. With that, it's Kojin's turn.
So I'm assuming I hear that they're coming through the back door.
Yes.
All
You
right,
hear him coming in the back door.
I'm gonna ask Mr. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Jay.
Spiffy?
Spiffy? Yes.
Spiffy.
Do you want me to just break it down?
Sure.
I'm
I'm a small creature, so you could technically be in my square.
can I attack the door? Try to break it down.
Do you think Kojin would need to roll to attack a door, or do you think Kojin just is able to hit that door?
I would imagine he's just able to hit that door.
You fucking wail into that door and blow it off of its hinges. It is now good to go.
Then I just want to move inside.
There you go.
Okay. Who's that? Is that the guy?
That's the dude, ass over tea kettle on the ground. As he looks up on you, door off the hinges. He's like, ah!
I fucking told you a door was coming in.
We told you.
Technically 2, since he's laying on the own door that he just got pushed through.
I'm just gonna stop and I guess wait to see what everybody else is gonna do.
Alright. Next step is Jabber, and then Mr. Spiffy, and then that dude.
Jabber's gonna enter the room, and he's going to go about. Say that's each block is 5 feet, right?
Correct.
Get right here beside him,
Gotcha.
and just hold my crossbow right at him.
Don't move, motherfucker.
Are you holding
Where
an
are the
action
bones?
to shoot, or is that just the extent of your
It's
turn?
It's just an extent of my turn. I'm
All
not
right.
actually gonna. I'm not doing anything.
Gotcha.
More of like an intimidation.
Oh, then give me an intimidation check.
That's what I was.
Actually, with advantage, because you totally have that crossbow trained on him.
And he didn't expect my little ass to be running through there.
No,
You didn't expect all 3 of us.
not at all.
How about a respectable 14?
Respectable 14 is enough for him to put his hands up shakily. Looks like he is going to be giving up. But it is now Mr. Spiffy's turn, and then his turn. Mr. Spiffy, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna fly up and land next to him. On the other side of him.
It's pretty cramped quarters. I need you to give me like a DC 10 like acrobatics in order to make it through this whole thing that's going on. It's like an 8-foot ceiling. I understand that you're like
13.
3 foot too. Alright, you are able to make it through. Couple little things get scattered across the desk, but you are good. You fly in there.
Drop in and say, you really should have just opened your door. Now you gotta pay for a new door.
You
And
just start to cry and wipe your tears.
yeah, as wiping the tears with that cloth that he gave me.
Alright.
I suggest you start talking.
What do you want to know?
Where are the bones?
Up in the coffin making room. Upstairs.
Point at, I guess, who is it? Jabber? Yeah, Jabber, and be like, hey, we got somebody over there. Send them up.
So we will suspend with initiative for now. Who is going
I can
upstairs?
go up there. I'll go.
Yeah, I'll go up there behind you.
Alright. Jabber, you see a door to your left and you see a door to your right.
I'll take the left door, because I sure ain't right.
You see a workshop area. I guess I could read you like the legit description. It's a kitchen. It contains a square table surrounded by chairs and shelves of provisions.
Check the other room then.
This, in fact, looks like a room that is filled with a lot of wooden planks. You see a large, drafty room is striped with cobwebs and takes up most of the upper floor. Stacks of wooden planks lie amidst several crates marked junk.
I'm gonna go look at those crates labeled junk.
Alright, which crate are you going to go look at?
Either one of them.
Alright, who's up there with Jabber?
I am. I don't know which door he went through.
Alright, I'll put you there. Anybody else with Jabber?
There's 3 of us down here with that old man, correct?
It looks like Mr. Spiffy's there, so's Adrian, Fizzbang, and Kojin.
I'll go up there with them, just so it's an even number.
Alright. Pulling you off to the side. There we go. Go ahead and place yourself. It looks like Jabber and Urine are in there taking a look at stuff.
Okay. What are these
Need
windows?
an investigative check?
Are you gonna open up the box?
Yeah.
Alright, you open up the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? Jabber, you see a head of a vampire spawn. Wrench that thing open just in time to see a vampire that's cramped up in one of those crates. It hisses at you. Oh, I should probably
jump back
add it.
to 1 square back. Give me a 5-foot jump back. And then I aim at it with the crossbow and give it a good maybe hit.
Wouldn't that be an attack of opportunity if he
So,
jumps back?
good call. It's not going to take that attack of opportunity. But what I do say that it has is it's got 3/4 cover, so it's got a +5 to its AC. So if you're going to fire a crossbow at it, it's going to look at being 20 or above.
Well, I rolled 26.
Then you got it.
Shot it right in the forehead.
How about 8 damage?
Jabber. Do you have any special crossbow bolts? Or are they just normal crossbow bolts?
Just normal. Just normal.
You're...
I haven't had the opportunity of getting some silver tips.
It slices in Really good job. Hits. Unfortunately, it does no damage. Anything else you want to do?
Don't I? Oh wait, I have to.
You only took 5 feet of your movement.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking. I don't have anything to combat this thing with. I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna move there and end my turn.
Alright, you move there and end your turn. Mr. Spiffy, it is your turn.
What is this to you? Why are you doing this? Why did you want these so bad? Why did the what was the point? Who do you serve?
Well, we will see what he says on his turn. Is that all you're gonna do? Is that your turn, Jay?
If that's what he does, sorry, I was talking, but it was muted. If if that's all he's gonna do, and it's not like a persuasion or something, I'm gonna use the dodge action.
Alright. Gotcha.
Thank you.
He looks over at you, Mr. Spiffy, as you're trying to like reason with him, try to figure some method to this madness, and he goes, "You are all so fucked right now." Cackle and spit comes out of his mouth as his
Language.
yellow teeth grit with each other. Strahd comes for you. And it is now the vampire spawn's turn as it jumps out of the crate and looks around. It sees Nirin and his holy symbol, and he's going to take a swipe at you. That is going to be a natural 20.
Ooh.
Now, it's been a while since we played. I'm not sure if Grave Clerics at this level have the ability to undo criticals as a reaction.
Mm-mm.
But he slashes at you for a total of 10 points of slashing damage as it like grinds into your armor, finds a little bit of your flesh, and pulls through. How are you feeling?
I'm down to 2 hit points.
Alright. That's his turn. He licks his lips, the blood off of the tips of his fingers. Urine, it's your turn. You just got slashed across the chest. What are you doing?
I want to try to stab it with my spear.
Alright.
Fuck. It's a 6.
6, unfortunately, is not enough.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Whoops. What the fuck can I do? Wonder.
It does notice that as you plunge your spear, it dodges out to the side, and it notices that it's tipped with silver, and it sneers.
Hmm. Nope, I can't do anything else.
You're gonna stay where you're at and end your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, just making sure. Ireena is sitting there. What's going on? What's all the commotion? Adrian's turn.
Just shout to her, put on the armor and keep yourself safe.
She starts trying to put the armor on.
Alright. I'm gonna head up the stairs.
Gotcha. I'll
To the
move you
commotion.
over.
Me over, I got my movement so far.
There you go.
Oh, wow. I'm gonna move up that way. And then I'm gonna use my remaining action. And dash. Take the high ground, Anakin. And that's my turn.
Alright.
I don't know if this counts for cases of flanking, but I am threatening her right.
Well, we said that we weren't doing flanking
That's
in
right.
this one.
Kick ass.
But you are definitely drawing her attention. She notices that you have a whip and that you are within range. Alright. Fizzbang, it is your turn. You are starting to hear a ruckus from the crate behind you.
Oh, giddy. I like that. So I'm going to get on these planks right here. Just kind of like hop up on them. And then use ice knife to that vampire in front of Norn. And see if I could stick it right in the skull, right in the forehead.
Alright, so you know that there is a blast radius with ice knife, right?
Yes, but it's not going to hit anyway. That's an 8.
Alright.
So it goes past.
Flies past. Good attempt.
And then I'm going to move over one behind Norn. And then that's where I'll end my turn.
Gotcha. Next step is Kojin, then Jabber.
Alright, I am going to. I'm assuming I hear all this commotion
You
going on.
definitely have
upstairs.
heard some commotion coming from upstairs.
Excellent. I'm going to tell. I forget her name again. I want to say Ireena.
Yeah.
It sounds like the fight is broken on upstairs, and that she should come inside. But well, maybe she shouldn't. I don't know. Anyway, and then after that, I'm going to move as far as I can. I'm going to use my action to dash. I don't know what's on the other side. It's 5, 10, 15, 20. Am I able to get through there?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, and that's the staircase right there.
Correct. I'll go ahead and bring you to the top side. Boom. There you go.
Thank you. And I'll see Jabber right there. I'm gonna ask Jabber what's going on. And with that, I'm also going to use my bonus action to cast Divine Favor on my Morning Star.
Gotcha.
And that'll be it.
Jabber, it is your turn.
I'll look over at Kojin.
Damn fucking vampire jumped out of that motherfucker, almost bait my head off. So I fucking jumped way and shot him. Motherfucker damn near bit my head off. What do you think I'm gonna do? That is that.
I'm going to ready an action, just in case he does try to attack.
What is the
Can I
action?
attack anybody? Crossbow.
All right.
And end my turn.
Got you. Next up is Mr. Spiffy.
All right. Since he hasn't been attacking us, I'm actually I'm gonna step away from him, and I'm gonna go out here and protect her. And I'm gonna call this the Scanlan.
Solid.
All right. You do notice that there are windows on the second story as you're looking up. There's one pretty much right about here on the second story.
I was gonna ask that and climb up too, but I didn't.
I don't think I can fly that much further. Yeah, I could only go up 5 more. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll fly up. I guess use my action as a dash,
All right.
and then
You see that right there.
yeah, yeah, and that's yeah. I will get out of the window and land back on the ground. You're like, yeah, fuck that.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. Stuff happens. Vampire spawn. Seeing Kojin activate divine energy feels particularly just icked out by it. And it runs forward, scampers along the wall, drops in front of Kojin, and then administers a claw.
Do we get attacks by opportunity?
Yes, you both get attacks of opportunity. Fuck, that's another nat 20.
Does Norin also get a attack
Yeah,
of opportunity
Yes.
as well?
say, would
Yes.
I get one?
Norin gets an attack of opportunity.
Uh,
So anything above a 15 is going to hit this. What'd you get?
damn it. I got another six. I got a 7.
7. 7 is unfortunately not going to be enough right now. And then Adrian gets an attack of opportunity. What'd you get?
I'm about to do that.
He didn't get within my range, did he?
You had that action held for a crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
25 with the whip, that does it. Is it just a normal
Yeah,
whip, or does it have anything?
It is just a normal whip right now, and I don't know why it's not adding it, but that should be 9 slashing damage.
9 slashing?
Yeah,
Alright. Jabber, what is your...
and a 27 to hit.
Yeah, it's weird why it isn't adding.
21.
21, that is also a hit. Go ahead and do your damage.
Respective 9.
Alright, that
Although-
is enough to knock it off course. So this attack, instead of being a normal attack, is going to be made at disadvantage. And that's only a 22, but it's not a critical. So, Kojin, you take 5 slashing as this thing basically gets whipped from the side and shot with a bolt, and it still comes at you and it manages to, like, scrape down your arm.
Ouch. Alright, thank you. That's great. I appreciate that, guys.
I don't need to do that.
Alright, Niren, it is your turn. You also hear from one of these crates next to you, a little stirring happening.
Well, being that I'm only at 2 HP, he's like, fuck this shit. What is that? So I'm going to use Channel Divinity Turn Undead.
All right.
Or are these things already undead?
They are totally undead. They are vampire spawns.
So I don't know if this would work.
What is the challenge rating that they have to be?
Wisdom of DC 13.
Wisdom DC 13. They got an 18. Your holy beacon pushes out, and you notice that all of these crates in the immediate area, this one, this one, this one, these two by the window, all shudder as soon as you unleash your divine energy in that room.
So not only the one that attacked me, but the one that's in the crate beside me, and the one where Bisbane was, they also need to make a saving throw because it says see or hear.
Got it. Thanks for catching me on that. That one's a pass. That one's a pass. It's wisdom.
Oh shit.
Oh. So, you see bats. One pops out there. So those ones right there turn into bats and then fly out through a crack in the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
Anything
Well,
else?
that's two less than,
I do have a
that's two
question,
less than what I
however.
can deal with.
What's that?
Do they get damaged by sunlight? Since it's still daylight out.
There is not a significant amount of daylight in order to affect vampires. This place is in a perpetual state of gloom, which is why your eyes have been very good at adjusting.
Okay.
Even at full power in the sun, it is not going to burn them.
Okay, I didn't know if there was even like a glimpse of the sun.
I gotcha. That's a great thing to ask. No, this is a cursed land where the sun never fully shines.
Gotcha. Okay.
So since I use Turn Undead on my action, I can't use like Healing Word on a bonus action.
So Turn Undead is a class ability, so you can use a spell as a bonus action.
Oh fuck! Thank God. I'm gonna use Healing Word on myself.
Gotcha. Go ahead and burn that. Cast Healing Word.
Whew. I get 7 points. Oh,
There you go.
sweet, sweet life.
Alright.
And that's all I'm doing.
Gotcha. Next up is Ireena. You hear from downstairs. He's running out the back. That's her turn. Adrian, it is your go. Sorry, he changed his name to Lugosi. Damien, it's your turn, if you're there.
Okay. So, you said someone yelled out the back?
Yes.
What'd they say?
He's running out the back.
He's running out the back. Well, we'll take care of this bitch. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bite my hand enough to actually cause some good blood to come out of it. I'm gonna grip my whip, slide my hand across it, wiping the blood on my whip. And that is going to cause me to take 1. Thank you. Yes, roll low. I take 1 necrotic damage, and that blood sets on fire. And I have a flaming whip at the moment. And
That's
we're
like-
attacking with that whip.
That is like the most Castlevania shit ever. I love it.
Down! Whap!
Now also my weapon counts as a magic weapon.
Gotcha.
And it's going to do some extra damage if it hits too.
Anything above a 15.
Oh. Hit.
Nice.
So that's 9 slashing damage. I fixed the damage. And man, I'm rolling at 1 on that damage though all the time. Doesn't matter, it's a D4 weapon. And let's add yet another D4.
Exactly,
Fire
and you're
damage.
getting 9 already on a D4. That's so awesome.
Well, I add a +8 with this weapon. As long as I'm not holding anything else. That's to the damage. And 3 fire damage.
Ooh.
So 9 magical slashing and 3 fire.
It recoils. It has now felt pain for the first time since this encounter. What else do you have? Or is that it?
I lick my hand clean and I'm good.
Gotcha.
And the flames dissipate on my whip. And I believe that ends now, or is it till the end of turn? I'll figure it out if it's relevant, but that's my turn.
Gotcha. Fizzbang. The crate that you're in front of sounds like it's got something in it.
I'm going to rush away. 1, 2. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna stand on top of this crate, and I'm gonna use fireball on that vampire way down range. Or not fireball, but firebolt. My bad.
Gotcha.
Fireball. Ooh. Oh, did it go? It's not telling me.
I think it said you got a 7.
You did get a 7.
I did get 7. Okay.
It,
So I missed.
it flies and hits the wall. It dissipates. Nothing's caught on fire. Anything
Well,
else?
shoot. Nope. That's all I got.
Alright. Kojin. That vampire is right in front of you. What would you like to do?
I would like to swing my morning star at it.
Gotcha.
It lasts until I rest.
Oh, wow.
14.
14, unfortunately, is just a little bit underneath. You need a 15 or above, as it basically rolls with the Morning Star hit. Is there anything else you want to do?
No, not this turn.
Alright. Jabber, it is your go. You there,
Another
Chris?
Shot at him.
Okay.
Right there. Sorry about that. I'm gonna take another shot at him.
Anything above a 15.
Mm-hmm. 26.
That is a hit.
Natural 20 with a 6.
Ooh.
Nine damage.
Is your crossbow special in any way? Does it do magical damage? Do you have silver bolts?
No, I don't.
Do you fucking shoot it right in the eye? And it, like, pulls it, wrenches it out. It's now missing an eye. But
I'm
other than
going
that, it doesn't look
to-
like it took too much damage.
Action surge.
Alright. What would you like to do for your other action?
Same thing.
Got you. You load your crossbow up.
Ah, yeast.
Yep.
That was a dirty 13. Damn.
Alright, anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
And actually, yes, I'm going to... Yeah, nope. I'm gonna stay right there. End my turn.
Gotcha. Mr. Spiffy, it is your go.
Dash action. I'm gonna try to catch up to him.
Alright. So... There you go. He wound up ground floor right at the back is where he's at.
I want to be just above him because I was flying the way I'm flying. If that's okay, like,
Yeah, you're like the next 5 feet
yep,
above him.
yeah,
Alright.
that's my go.
Got you. It's his turn. He takes the disengage action and starts running through the town, yelling for the guards. He is lost in the crowd. Actually, not lost. You can see him and hear him very well, but he's off the battle map. Vampire Spawn's turn. After getting its eye shot out by a regular-ass crossbow and getting hit with that flaming whip, it decides that it is going to make a escape as it disengages from Kojin and starts moving over towards that window, busting it out. Sneers around the room. I fear our time is at an end, dear playthings. And it is now Niren's turn.
It hasn't left the window yet, has it?
Nope, it just had enough to be able to break it open.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to it. Got my spear. I'm gonna take one last jab at it. God, fuck the spear, man.
At least it wasn't a nat one.
Oh yeah.
It's not so much the fact that you can't hit it, it's just the fact that it is so quick that it's like you're stabbing where it was, not where it's going to be, type of thing.
You're seeing its after images.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, then I guess if I miss it, I'll use the healing word as a bonus action.
Alright. Whom are you going to cast healing word on?
Myself.
Gotcha. Alright, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, next up is Ireena, who starts to yell up there, "Guys, we're starting to get a crowd!" Adrian, it is your go.
So you will not leave that easily. Know your place. And I'm going to hit her with that flaming whip again.
Got it.
Holy crap, it's flaming until I rest.
Okay there, Ghost Rider, calm down.
I'm so happy right now. I thought it was just going to be a one-time thing. Like, I was waiting to bust it out appropriately.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know.
I thought I
when
was
is
gonna
he
have to
call
damage
the
myself
flame on?
every fucking time.
You know
I
what?
wanted to
You know
do
how
this.
every Ghost Rider has
Flame
their
on.
own weapon, right? I'm gonna make sure that
Oh,
you
what
get
the
one made
fuck?
out of fucking chains. I'm gonna make sure that you use it.
A chain whip that's flaming.
Yes.
That's
I'm
peak Castlevania. Like,
I'm gonna make sure that you get one and call yourself a fucking Ghost Rider.
What's your attack?
my attack is gonna be a whip.
Anything above a 15 is gonna hit.
Damn right it is. That's a hit for 9. Damn. Rolling ones on damage all day.
Ah.
Once again, I have to remind myself it doesn't matter. Because it's a D4 weapon. But I'm also going to add that D4 fire. So that's 2. It's 9 magical slashing and 2 fire.
All right.
You
It's
lost
looking
someone.
pretty rough after those 2 hits.
Oh.
Some would
Cody's phone
even
died
say
on the
that it
charger.
is bloodied. Phone died on the charger? Wow. Well, let's see.
And then that cost me 1 thing of movement. Man. Should have ran up and tried to push her.
Don't worry, I got this.
Okay, fantastic. 'Cause that's my turn.
Got you. And oddly enough, next up is Fizzbang.
I'm gonna run up right behind her and like literally climb up on her back, put her into a full Nelson, and keep her there.
Getting that grapple going.
All right.
Yes, I am.
Give me an athletics give me an athletics check, and then they will make a contested athletics check.
Athletics or acrobatics.
That is a
For the contested. not the
16.
grapple
17
itself.
minus 1.
You get it. It's with one eye. It is surprisingly not able. You get it from the blind spot, and you've got it. It is effectively grappled.
Yes. And then,
Nice.
is that the only thing I can do as a action?
I'd say you
is
still
that
got
just a
like
grapple?
a bonus action. Your action was to grapple, so you still got a bonus action.
Okay. Bonus action. Oh, where do I actually find bonus actions for? Oh, get off that. It says here bonus actions, actions in combat, 2 weapon fighting, and convert sorcery points.
Yeah, and it would probably tell you if you had any stuff that you could cast as a bonus action.
Which I don't think I can.
No.
Alright, well, I guess that's my turn to just keep her there.
All right.
Get him, boys!
You got your feet braced against the awnings of the window, and it's like trying to get out, and you're like kicking at it.
Now, also be super careful. Because you're grappling a vampire.
Oh, I'm well aware. It's
Okay.
not going anywhere. It's staying.
Kojin, it is your turn, and this thing actually would be considered to have advantage against it because it has a kobold on its back. So, you got that.
Very cool. I should be perfect. Just enough. So get up to it. I can attack it from this angle, right? So I don't get in between Adrian and it.
Oh yeah, that's too easy. As long as you're
Alright.
basically base-to-base contact, you're good.
Cool. And so I'm going to try and attack it with my Morning Star again.
Gotcha.
I think it's a 16.
Oh yeah, that's a big old 21. That is a hit.
Okay, cool. So that is going to be 1d8 plus 5. So think it's 10 piercing. I don't know why it's taking forever. I can't read these dice. Okay, yeah, that's 10. Plus, I think it's a D4. Shit, I forgot. Yeah, 1D4. 4 radiant damage.
Gotcha. It is not liking that radiant damage.
And that will be my turn.
Gotcha. Next up is Jabber, who Adrian's in the way of it, so it's got a +2 to its AC for having kind of like partial cover. And then I'm going to say if you roll a natural 1, you hit Fizz Bang if you're trying to attack.
Oh no, I got something better. I need a wisdom saving throw from him.
Oh, nice.
DC 13.
Wisdom save DC 13. That is a fail.
As a bonus action, you can unleash a string of provoking words at a creature within 60 feet of you that can hear and understand you. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw DC 13, or it has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you until the start of your next turn.
Gotcha.
I
Nice.
look over at him. I don't understand whose mother bit your ugly ass, but I'm sure nobody wants to bite you. Ugly piece of shit.
I don't know what you said to it, but it definitely got under its necrotic undead skin as it glares at you. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Gotcha. Monsieur
stick right
Spiffy, it is your go, and then it's the vampire's turn.
All right. I'm gonna go back to Protector,
Alright.
since I can't really do much about him because I can't see where he is, and you said he's in the crowd, so.
Yep, he's basically like 60 feet away, running through the crowd, yelling, guards, guards, guards. He's starting to... There are guards and like mobs of people starting to make their way to the coffin shop. He does not seem to be stopping to offer any explanation.
I do want to kind of, as soon as I get there, be like, all right, and this is where we take our leave.
What do you mean? We're going to abandon your friends?
No, we need to just move out of this spot right now.
Well, we'll see what she does on her turn.
Well, that's my turn.
Gotcha. Yelling, vampire spawn. Okay, so here's what happens. This thing starts lumbering through to get to...
It broke the grapple?
No, it didn't break the grapple. It drugged the kobold on it. It started to move towards Jabber. Nirin can get an attack of opportunity, Kojin can get an attack of opportunity, and Adrian can get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
At advantage.
Okie doke.
You guys are welcome.
Whoopsies! I think I pissed it off a little too much.
So technically, do I half its movement speed since it has to carry me?
It has more than enough capability with its 16 strength to carry you.
But that whip damage, like, ugh.
And we'll just add insult to injury here. We'll do Niren since he's got a awesomely cool spear. So I'll wait for it to load. This is going to decide something.
I'm just going to make sure I don't critical, right?
Just please, for the love of God, guys, don't hit me.
Because I can't figure out how to do the advantage off of this right now for some reason.
Oh, with a critical spear.
He critted.
Please do not stab through the motherfucker. It hit me.
I'm also going to add my D4 fire damage. Nice. 4 fire damage.
Nice.
And don't forget that 11 slashing counts as magical.
God.
Here's what happens. Is it starts making its way, and like Niren hits it with the spear, and like it slides up against the wall, still looking at Jabber. I'm going to drain you dry. Fizzbang's like, go to sleep, go to sleep. I don't even know if this thing breathes air, but I'm trying to choke the life out of it.
Nice.
Kojin hits it with the Morning Star. Jaw dislocates, kind of goes a little limp, and as it starts to go, the next thing that happens is Adrian whips around the head and takes it off, and this thing falls right before Jabber. Dead. We are out of combat.
I'm gonna grab the head before it hits the ground, because I'm a badass.
Yes, you totally do some pimp Castlevania shit and like fucking flip it back to yourself.
Hell yeah.
Just gonna flop onto the floor after it dies.
I'm gonna walk over to the kobold, help him up.
Thank you.
You know, vampires don't breathe, right?
We gotta find the bones, guys. We gotta find those bones and get the hell out of here.
Here's what's happening.
Vampires.
There's a crowd. You all can see it through the windows and stuff like that. It looks like in approximately 2 to 3 turns, there's going to be a contingent of guards coming. Those guards also have with them a very tall, muscular, bald, angry-looking humanoid that's kind of got like a tattered cloak and clutching a huge battle axe inside of like a scaled, gnarled, almost demonic-looking arm. He sneers as he makes his way towards the coffin shop, making a dead beeline, just knocking people out of his way.
I'm taking the head right out the front door, by the way.
You guys can get an investigation check really quick to see if you can find these bones.
Investigation.
Same here.
Is that for all of us or just one of us?
All you guys, you can like try to Scooby-Doo mystery machine, like everybody shotguns and takes a look for it.
All investigations at advantage when they have to do with demonic crap, vampiric crap, angelic crap, relics of this nature.
I have no clue what I got.
Oh, let's take a tick to look at people's special abilities and stuff like that.
Fizzbang got a 9.
Jabber got a 21.
Alright.
So someone found him.
I can cast Detect Good and Evil, and it says I can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell. I don't know if that counts.
If you cast that, you will know exactly where those bones are at.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll use my extra to cast or use my divine sense.
That is to recall information about Fey fiends
I mean,
or
Jabber got a
undead.
21.
So I don't know
Does
if that
count?
advantage actually applies.
So, Kojin unleashes that divine sense and looks for you. Immediately cue in. It's in the bedroom. Jabber runs because he's like, oh, I know where this is probably at. Runs over to it. You all search really quickly. You find the box of the bones of St. Andral. So you now have the box with you. It only took you one turn to do this because of that awesome choice that you made to cast that spell.
Oh shit.
You got another 2 before it looks like the guards are gonna be there.
I suggest we all get the
Run!
out of here. Yeah, exactly. Run out the
Are
back
those
door.
windows, Doc?
Yes, those are windows.
How
Did
high
she
off the
listen to
ground
me?
am I?
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I would like to meet them at the front with the head.
How high off the ground am I?
You're at the second story.
So you're about a
About-
good 7 foot off the ground. Well, yeah.
We'll say it's 10 feet. It would be 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
You could possibly do like an acrobatics roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Alright, give me an acrobatics DC 15 in order to land and not take any damage.
23.
You you like Naruto just boom, tuck and you're like, I'm good.
I just imagined in my head, men in tights. Men in tights. That whole thing.
Alright.
Did she listen to me?
For getting out of there?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys are gonna get out of there, she'll run with you.
Got it.
Is that what you did? Ran away?
Yeah, I was telling her like we gotta bolt back to the inn.
Alright.
I'm trying to keep her safe.
You guys all make it down to the base floor. They are about another turn from finding you. What is everybody at?
Are you guys running?
To the cart.
So Mr. Spiffy
Oh.
and Ireena got out of there.
I was gonna try to explain ourselves.
You
Well,
do
they're
you
not-
do see the guards coming this way. That is something if you want to do that.
I'm
they're
just
gonna
saying
be
this
there
guy
next
has seen
turn.
us already. So like I just kinda wanna nip this in the bud now.
We
That's
all are.
fine. You do that. I'm just trying to keep her safe. That's why I left.
That's fair.
Because we don't know what this guy's got.
She has my armor. That sucks.
And-
But alright.
Oh, so technically he was harboring vampires, which this place
But
does not condone.
that's why I brought the head down with me. Plus we
I'm
found
aboard.
the stolen relics, guys. Like there's so much evidence. We're walking down with so much evidence right now.
I'm on board. I got this, man. I'll back up.
Otherwise, yeah, no, if we had nothing and this just went south, it fucking cheese it, dude. Yeah.
It totally does
Yeah, my
make
little-
sense. This is like, hey, we did a good thing.
We had a lot of evidence here. The local church asked us to find these bones, and we found them here, along with the head of a vampire spawn that I conveniently carried with me.
And more inside.
Well, I think the others got away, but there's a body
Nope,
of them.
there's still one. And it's in a crate.
Oh,
It was in a corner.
but then this head might seem a little bit grotesque, but all right. I'm going to go with it.
I remember, Doc.
So, a group of 6 guards, all carrying pikes, walk up to you. This other guy, a large, balding man, battle axe, sneers. What is the meaning of this?
I throw the head down dramatically, to where it like rolls.
He puts his foot on it, kind of kicks it over, moves it around. Vampire spawn?
There was several up it.
As I point to the top floor of the building.
Along with the stolen relic from the church.
Burgomaster would not be pleased about this.
From what I understand, the Burgomaster would not be effectively pleased or displeased about anything.
We do a lot to appease people's minds. All will be okay. As he turns around and says, all will be okay. Return to your homes. Everybody, without so much as a murmur, just starts dissipating. Pulls in a little bit closer. I see you have done a good thing for the village of Vallaki. Maybe you come to the burgomaster's mansion, you meet with Baron Valakovich. He might have work for you. I have a coffin maker to catch.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna grin.
Ooh, hey, look, a football!
You talking about the head?
I think he was talking about the head.
I'm pretty sure in this
Isn't that the
universe,
core of the
we don't
building?
even know what a football is.
The way that I viewed this stuff is it's always like whatever the fantasy equivalent is.
Let's
So
take the bones back.
Yes,
Yeah.
you guys take the bones back to St. Andrew's Church, and the Father Lucian Petrovich is ecstatic as he starts to go with Yeska, and they start to try to do the consecration ritual and stuff like that to make this place safe. You do notice that as it's getting later, like more people have showed up to the church. This place is definitely somewhere where people go to try to find like some solace. And you notice a woman like rather loudly like weeping in the corner. What was that, Jay?
Since they have to walk past the waterfall, the inn, I'll just like once we get to the inn, we're waiting for them and then like meet back up.
Yep, everybody makes
that
it
mine?
there at the same time. Got it.
You guys sent the bones back. Alright.
When we take him back, is the boy that was digging the grave still around? The one that we like gave all that gold to?
Yeah, he's still around.
I'd like to talk to him for a minute.
He stops.
And,
He stops digging the grave, and he kind of leans on his shovel.
I want you to remember how well we treated you, and how well we could have turned you in. That secret needs to go to the grave with you about those bones. You understand?
I understand. You've shown me a kindness that this place doesn't often show people like me. Eddie's like, ever since my parents died, it's just been me taking care of my siblings. And he talks about like growing up in an orphanage and in the system, but like the orphanage is now like been abandoned. It's in disrepair. There's an orphanage in the village of Vallaki, but it is just, for all intents and purposes, an empty building. And he said that one of the things that he can do is like, you finally given him some hope. He might try to like take care of some people, or like try to get that orphanage with Father Lucian's help up together.
And then I'd like to tell him that coffin maker's house is currently abandoned, and he should go see what he can find. Well, obviously not be careful about the vampires. But
He says that place creeps him out, and he's never gonna step foot in there again. And he wouldn't be surprised if that place didn't burn to the ground.
that's an excellent idea.
Alright, I think this is a good place to kind of call it for the night. What are we looking at doing next session?
Oh,
We gotta get the wine back to the Vistani.
Wine back to the Vistani and then going to clear out the werewolves
Yes.
is
We
what
also
I'm
gotta
thinking.
Get that drunk.
Actually, hold on a second. We got to get that old guy.
Ah, right. Forgot about
We
that.
gotta get that old
Oh,
guy before we
yeah.
go to the vet. Just saying,
Well-
we gotta lure that guy in.
You also have a standing invitation to the burgomaster's house, who's like Baron Vallaki, who's like runs this town.
Ooh, that is true.
Should we go talk to him before we kidnap?
Yes. Yes, 110% we should.
I think we should like do that like as far as like go back to the inn and use those rooms and get a long rest before we
Oh, yeah.
take on anything else.
So at least I'm full health. Because Jesus.
Yes, we can say if you want to basically rest at the inn for the rest of the night, we could pick up the session in the next morning. Is anybody trying to do anything during this time? This will effectively like be day 3
We're dropping Ireena off.
at the church. Yeah.
As it is now protected.
I'm gonna let her keep the armor and tell her to remember she's not safe anymore.
It's a sad lesson.
So we're taking a long rest.
Yeah, basically you guys will be able to do your long rest throughout the night. Everything's good. You'll awaken. It'll be 2 days until the festival.
And then we'll have a full 4 days. Take her.
4 days. Dinner at Ravenloft.
I'm gonna Scanlan the shit out of this. Dude, that's my plan.
Hey, at least I can say this. First vampire killed.
Yeah, congratulations.
Tallies.
Tallies.
Helps with the distraction.
The distraction, me on its back.
Right?
Everybody else hitting it.
And then I was like, all right, nobody's covering her, and we did bring her with us. Somebody needs to protect her.
And honestly, I was kind of surprised. I actually got that grapple off, even though it was a -1.
I'm gonna put
To the
my
17.
whip out.
I wish I got silver tipped crossbow bolts, but I don't.
I'm
Yeah.
at this point quite willing to put in for any sort of fund to get everybody silver-tipped weapons / crossbow bolts.
I'm definitely down for that.
I use magic, so.
Yeah.
If I could silver tip my rapier, that'd be awesome.
Silvered rapier.
One thing I'm just happy about is I just boost got an old van through a door.
Silvered weapons would be good. I don't need a silvered weapon. The magic users, we don't really need that.
Yep.
Well, I will put that on my to-do list. Anything else that y'all are looking at trying to accomplish, or what I should plan ahead for the next session? You guys we're trying to get Bluto, possibly meet up with the burgomaster, figure out what's going on. You successfully delivered the bones to St. Andrew's Church. You know what? I will say, you guys, get level 3.
Okay.
Can I play? Like play through the night, like for tips and stuff?
Yeah, give me a performance check.
No fucking way.
You don't know what it is, but you are just not connecting with this crowd. They do not like a couple of your songs.
I apologize. I will come back and I will show you that I'm a lot better than what you're seeing now. I do apologize.
Oh, it's okay.
But enjoy your
We'll
drinks.
take your word for it. You don't need to come back and prove us wrong.
This is the bard buying bard drink.
Hey, Doc.
What's up?
I took the martial archetype of Echo Knight.
Ah.
So yes, sir. I went with the Echo Knight.
It's a pretty fun one.
Everything that I've been looking at looks pretty daggum fun. Yeah, I thought I'd let you know I take that one.
Awesome. I'll have to text Cody and let him know level 3.
Mm-hmm.
So you're also looking at going to Krezk and taking care of the werewolves.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna ask, how is it possible for us to send a message to, I forget what they're called, the groups that were with I'm with the Gauntlet.
Oh, send
It's in my notes. I should look in my notes. I've got it there, actually.
physical notes. You'd have to figure out a way to do it. You can always try magic if you had like sending or something like that. That's a pretty reliable way. There's like a 5% chance.
My blood to imbue my whip with sunlight.
Oh shit. That's awesome. I've got a quick question about dueling. Can you have a shield with dueling?
Yes.
Because it says no weapon.
Yes.
So I can wield a shield with it. Okay,
Yes.
that's cool. Because I'm thinking about going the College of Swords if I'm gonna have this. So I went with expertise in stealth, performance, and then the fighting style. I get a duelist fighting style.
Nice.
And blade flourish.
Duelist has me doing outrageous damage with my whip.
I like it.
No,
Good
yeah.
time.
Yeah, if I had a
Bright
what it emanates bright light.
Yeah, 20 feet. When I do
Nice.
it, when I imbue it with that, I gain resistance to necrotic damage while it's like that. And when I hit undead, I roll 2d4 extra damage instead of 1d4.
That is like one of the perfect things for this world.
You know, yeah, I didn't expect to play a Blood Hunter. I really was going to go Ranger and basically build a Castlevania whip character.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is working out much better.
Oh yeah.
It's only one more thing to do,
pretty
one more
awesome.
level, and it's on. Because then I'll take the feat Sentinel.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, that means you have such a bad fucking long ass
Uh-huh.
reach. And you're like, you're
And I'll
doing
just
what to my
stop
friends?
people. Like, it'll be like, I'll try to provoke an attack, but it's like, no, stop.
Well, remember that you do have all these things. So if you complete your faction goal, you'll get a level. If you find the Tome of Strahd, you get a level. If you find the Holy Symbol of Ravenkind, you get a level. If you find the Sun Sword, you get a level. Forming an alliance with Strahd's sworn enemy, you get a level. And then make the lands of Barovia safer for the locals by defeating the evil within the old Bonegrinder windmill, you get a level. Making the lands of Barovia safer for the locals by dealing with the threat of the werewolf's den, you get a level. And then basically once you guys hit 10th level, you stop getting levels for stuff. probably if I ran this the next time, like, start you guys at 3rd level. And I think that's what I'll end up doing for the Tome of Annihilation game after this one.
Also, by the way, DM, you could have used my what's it called?
Wild magic?
To where, yeah, wild magic at your discretion. Whenever I use my ice knife, because it is a level 1 spell.
Ah, yeah.
So you could have done that and completely killed me and whatever else was in that room.
Yeah, I'm thinking if you would have rolled like a 1 for your attack or like a natural 20 for your attack. And then it depends on like, how would you like your wild magic to work? Let's go with that. Do you want it to build up over time until you just basically pop every time you cast a spell, or do you want it to be more conservative?
I would say like every time, just because I use a lot of magic and I don't use actual weapons, I would say like over time it builds up and then it just goes off. Just because it is wild, you never know when it'll pop.
So basically, like, we'll start at 1, and then every time you cast a leveled spell, we add the level of the spell to your roll, and then you'll roll, and if you roll under what the number is, you trigger a wild magic surge. How about that?
Sounds good.
So now you're at, like, 2. So the next time you cast a spell, we add that spell's level cast, and then you roll a 1d20, and if you roll underneath of it, you wild magic surge. There you go.
Ah, gotcha. So technically I'm at 7 spells in, I think?
Cantrips don't count, though.
Ah, okay. So technically I've only used it once, so I'm fine.
Yep.
For now.
Well, hey, I don't have to worry about silver plating my mage. 'Cause I went with
That,
the
and also, are we using components like a red dragon scale and such like that?
If you have a spell casting focus or like an arcane focus, that takes the place of material components as long as the material components don't have a gold piece amount next to them. If your material component has a gold piece amount, you have to have that material.
Okay, so say like Agnzar's Scorcher, so it's a level 2 evocation. It's a line of roaring flame 30 feet long and 5 feet wide, and it does like 3d8 damage on a failed save for a dexterity throw, and it takes a red dragon scale. So would I need a red dragon scale for that?
If there's no gold piece amount, your arcane casting focus works.
Ah, all right, that's good to know. I know what I'm getting next. All right, that settled it. Where'd he go?
Yes.
I lost it.
So, one of the things that I said I was trying to do was scanlan it. Would that be like a persuasion to try to talk her in, like?
Who are you trying to talk into doing what?
Have a good night, like, get laid
With who?
with I was trying to like run away basically, and then like after everything settled down, maybe she'd want to have fun.
Oh, he's talking about the girl that's with us.
Yeah.
That was with us.
She's known you for like a day.
No.
She's definitely not
I just said I was
interested.
just scanlan. I was just trying to be scanlan.
She says that she's flattered, but you're not her type. But you do seem very charming and funny. And then she just kind of like scoots and like looks over to the side and is like, "So when are your friends gonna get here?" And as soon as you see the rest of the party, she's like, "Oh, I see him. Come on, guys, let's go."
That is a hard no.
Looking like an owl.
Mm.
That's what it is. Because I'm an owl.
Well, that
Looking
was
kinda
part of
goofy.
it. A whole like parts don't match type of thing.
Ugh.
But the other one is it's literally day 2. She like, yet to put it in perspective, this morning you buried her adopted father.
He's trying to do the stepbrothers trick, at the funeral,
Yeah.
and like everybody's down, depressed. Hey,
Do I
let me
get a
take you
roll?
home.
Can I get a roll on that?
And then you called the person that was terrorizing her your best friend, and he's a swell guy.
I
No,
was under a spell.
no,
I was under a spell.
there's
I
no
had
roll
no idea.
necessary because there's no way in hell it's gonna happen. But if you cast a spell that requires a saving throw, let me know and I'll have her make that saving throw.
Oh no, I'm not gonna charm her into it. No, that's fucked up, dude.
That's too far. If it costs a spell
That's too
slot,
far.
I just want to get it with a persuasion check. Got it.
Well, no, I don't want to because they know that they were charmed after an hour, and that's
That's what
like,
makes it wrong.
That's
Gateway-
They
they
would
know.
know.
They
That's what makes it
know.
so
It's
wrong.
that's
They
what
would
makes
know.
it wrong. They would know. Yeah. Yes.
At least it's consensual this way. That's all I was trying.
Yes. Skills do not work like that. After our discussion about the windmill fiasco, I read the Dungeon Master's Guide, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, Xanthar's Guide to Everything, and I reread the section in the Player's Handbook that had to do with using abilities. At no time did I see anything that said it just the person loses self-control or immediately buys into what's going on. I did see on Sage Advice, though, you wanted to cast Command, or Suggestion, or Fast Friends, or Dominate Person, Dominate Monster. Things that take away autonomy. So I think we will go 1 week from this time. What day is that? 28th. Yeah, if anybody else has anything they want to talk about, I will hang out and stuff like that. We can bullshit. Other than that, we are good to boogie. Adam, I got your message. I'm sorry I didn't respond to it sooner. Whenever
All right,
works
thank
for
you.
me. You're golden, boy.
All right. Man.
It's all Gucci.
I absolutely love this session. I can't wait for the video to come out on YouTube.
Yeah, this was
Awesome.
awesome.
I'm glad. It should hopefully, now that I got the whole stuff, it should help because now you'll be able to see the map and see the combat and stuff like that. I had it running through OBS. So all I got to do is cut the breaks out and then everything's good.
Very cool.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe we scared that poor little kid. It's just a little short little dragon shit crawling on all fours towards you. I would imagine that's not pretty.
You guys scared that old man?
Just out of nowhere. Boom! Right to the door.
Then you have a fucking little short little kinder just pop up on you.
The short gang really do be popping up everywhere.
Yeah, crazy, dude.
They have some pretty nice guards. Next time we hear about something like this, we could go for the fight gnome. I know we're adventurers, but also just tell the guard what's going down.
That is true.
Be like, hey, we knew this was being sold here.
We're doing an investigation.
We just did our own investigation. Sort of. It's hardly an investigation. We just happened to be right that they were also there. Like,
Technically, right's my favorite type of right.
this wasn't even technically correct. This is just accidentally correct.
The
Casually in the
end
back of the wagon
justified the means.
Yeah.
Casually in the back of a wagon, there's a Hydra sitting there, a Hydra's head. And you're like, well, we found a vampire problem just out of nowhere.
Yeah, as soon as it's like, oh, you see a vampire spawn, part of me was like, oh, thank fuck. Thank fucking God. Here we go. We'll have evidence.
At least we killed one.
Oh, and not
Awesome.
only that, but great job to Kojin for casting that divine sense and being able to immediately cue in on where it was. That's like, yes.
Thank you, Kojin.
Yeah, I forgot about it, and then I was reading my thing, and I was like, "Oh shit, hell yeah, it's hallowed." That was great.
Divine
Which-
sense is awesome.
Actually, now that I think about it, for probably one of these quests, well, actually, there are 3 artifacts that we can do it to. So actually, you can find 3 artifacts.
Oh, nice.
Oh, if we
Okay.
want to go over the artifacts, right? Do you guys have any questions?
I
Like,
can
just-
identify them if they need identifying.
That he could.
Just remember, I can pick locks.
As a ritual.
If we need a lock pick, you can count on my little ass to get it unlocked.
So also, during a short rest, you can also attune to an item. You just run the risk of, like, getting afflicted with a curse if it's cursed. And then the material component for an identify spell, I believe, is a pearl worth 100 gold pieces. Unfortunately, none of that jewelry will suffice because it is all 50 gold pieces a thing. But you might be able to find somebody who is able to exchange 2 of those pieces of jewelry for a pearl.
I do have a question.
What's up?
This priest, can he undo cast remove curse? Can he remove curses?
You know what? Yes, he can, and he will do it for free because you helped him out. And he's very thankful.
Thank you.
He just dunks your body in holy water. Let the demons release!
I'm like that
Hey.
baby that like gets violently shook into the water. Like what the? Wow, guy.
Question for you, Doc.
What's up?
Instead of getting my crossbows, the bolts from a crossbow, silvered, why don't I just do my the tip of my hoop hat?
That is a possibility, but you guys haven't found anybody to silver your stuff.
Yeah. If we find somebody to silver it, man, I'm down for as much as possible, including both.
But the thing is that it takes somebody who's an expert to apply it, and it's very expensive as well. You would think with the amount of supernatural things around here that there are in fact people who will be able to do this.
I'm betting with how the guard immediately identified a vampire spawn, that they get their weapons, or at least deal with somebody who knows how to silver weapons.
Oh yeah.
So we can chat
Most
with the guards about it.
Especially
Or
that
go
warden
find a
dude.
blacksmith. Or
Well, yeah,
go
that's
find a
what I mean. The
blacksmith.
warden, he, like, specifically used his foot and just kicked around a head and was like, vampire spawn.
You do know that one of the rumors that you hear is you describe somebody who they say is Isaac Strasny. He has a history for violence and a very short temper. He's basically the burgomaster's attack dog. He used to be picked on as a child. He lost his arm in a wolf attack. And he one day woke up and he had that demonic looking arm in its place, and since then he has used it to exert control and dominance over weaker people. And it's even rumored that he can summon fire from his fingertips. Also, since you guys are in here and like everybody's like trying to talk over Mr. Spiffy's playing, you hear that there have been purple flashes that have been seen in the attic of the burgomaster's house, and that is Baron Vallaki, that is the gentleman who you have the invite to. And across the lake has been seen a haggard-looking mage casting lightning bolts on the water and then grabbing the fish that come up to the surface.
Your wizard, Harry.
Those are the three rumors that you
Mark
hear
Fisher.
over that night. Murin decided to fall asleep immediately afterwards due to his extenuated wounds, which is why he's not getting this information right now.
I'll just be sure to tell him.
There you go.
He is my technically older brother, even though he literally, well, it's in my backstory, but yeah. Technically an older brother.
Mr. Spiffy does notice that the two kids, Brom and Bray, have like been looking at him the whole time. Just kind of like trying to figure out what's going on with him. And then they keep tugging at their mom's dress and apron and like whispering stuff in her ear. And then you have that Rictavio guy goes out to the stables, or pays for a wolf steak and an apple, and then goes out to the stables to feed his
Hey,
horse.
Doc.
What's up?
Jabber's gonna walk over to the kids, reach into his pocket, and hand both of them a chocolate.
Ooh, they greedily take the chocolate, bite into it, and say thank you, and run off. The mother also says thank you very much. And when you find your way back to your seat, you're also given a wolf steak.
Ooh, which I greedily eat.
Yeah, I figure anything else that we got, we'll take for the next time.
We could also find a blacksmith. Blacksmith would know how to dip silver weapons.
That's if he knows how to do it. And if he has the materials.
True.
It's basically like 100 gold pieces to get something silvered. And that's like a weapon or like 20 pieces of ammunition.
Can you melt down a silver, like a silver coin, and put an arrow in it?
That's what you're paying for, is the expertise to make sure that it doesn't just like crumple up or like fall off. You could do that,
Alright.
but there's no guarantee that it's gonna be an effective weapon.
I was just thinking because, like, you know how he rolled a critical, at least it would have done something other than taking the eye out and helping the chokehold that was so effective. Super effective.
Yes, having silvered weapons would have been great, but like if you just use the coin, a shaved coin is like a crossbow bolt arrow, it doesn't make it aerodynamic. So it'd be like disadvantage on that attack.
Or like, say, for example, I were to melt down a silver coin and just dip the tip of my spear.
That's exactly what I said.
My hoopak in it.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, but if you miss, like, you might stick the tip of the hoopak into the wall, and when you pull out, like, you no longer have the silver tip on there. You're paying for the metallurgy and the knowledge and the application.
And I don't think Jabber has got any other proficiencies. Martial weapon.
I could tell you what, though. I was making sure that vampire wasn't leaving.
That was awesome. Plus, they gave us advantage, so that was really cool.
Oh, yeah.
That and the taunting from Jabber made it to where it was like, oh fuck no, like I'm going to kill this thing.
I got disguise kit and these tools. Proficiency.
Well, guys, if you need something set ablaze, I got it. I am now a certified walking flamethrower.
Nice.
That's cool.
That should be Kojin.
Oh, there's enough room on this party for 2 pyromaniacs.
I mean, now I can teleport. Oh yeah, manifest echo.
That's pretty cool.
Oh,
Hey
dude,
Doc,
that's
does the channel
awesome.
ability from the paladin, does that require concentration? Am I able to concentrate on a spell at the same time as that channel divinity lasts for a minute?
So channel divinity is like just a feature that you have. So it
Okay,
should
cool.
just happen.
Cool. Well then, I don't have to worry about getting my weapon silvered because my channel divinity makes my weapon sacred, so it becomes magical. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And then if you burn some spell slots to do some smites.
Yeah, especially against undead. That's an extra damage die there too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I definitely I looked at some people when they designed their characters and I was like, all right, these people understood the assignment. Curse of Strahd. Let's do this.
Hey,
Shit, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta get up in like 4 hours.
incarnation.
So
All right, man. Take it easy.
see you next
Alright,
week.
see ya.
Thanks.
Hey man, I'll holler at you later, Adam.
All right, bye.
We'll walk the
Unleash
streets.
incarnation. Oh, dude, that is just badass. You can heighten your echo's fury whenever you take the attack action. You can make one additional melee attack from the echo's position. You can use this feature twice. You regain all expended uses when you finish one rest. So, say there's one in front of me, I can manifest behind it, and when I take the attack, I can make an additional with it.
Yep. You can even do it to something that's wherever your echo is summoned away.
Mm-hmm. It has to be. It can only be within 15 feet.
Yeah. Let's say you manifest your echo on the other side of like a portcullis, and you have it like attack the chain that's holding the portcullis open or closed. It falls to the ground. It's creative stuff.
Oh yeah. Me and Adam were talking about it one day, and he had ran that one by me. I looked at it because I hadn't even heard about it yet. He told me look at it, and I did. I was like, oh, that's what I'm taking when I get 3rd level.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm gonna get off of here myself and get my pasty white ass in bed.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Alright, see.
Hey, man. Hey, Damien. If you wouldn't have a problem with that,
We'll see.
alright, appreciate
Probably
it.
won't have the time.
Alright, man. Alright, later.
Later.
But overall, I really love this session.
I'm happy. I definitely took the time that we were not playing, and I put a lot of prep into it. I probably easily watched 20 hours of like fucking actual plays and like DM prep for Vallaki.
Do we play anything like what you saw?
Oh, I did so. Uh, Everything was kind of like its own little nuanced way.
Nice.
Yep.
So for my second level spell, because I get 1 second level spell, I took enhanced ability.
All right. That's a good one.
I was gonna go for magic missile, but I was like, I need something to just throw out there.
Magic missile never misses.
That is true. But I'll get that on my next level.
You know what else is really good? Silvery barbs. I have that one.
That is
That's
pretty good.
psychic, right? That's psychic attack, silvery barbs.
It's a reaction when you take when a creature you can see within 60 feet of yourself succeeds on an attack roll or an ability check or a saving throw. You basically make them roll at disadvantage.
Oh,
And then you can take another person that you can see to include yourself and give them advantage on their next roll.
Yep.
so technically you could have gotten people 2 advantages, so 2 plus. Theoretically, or is that by DM's discretion?
So like it's pretty much like you either have advantage, you have disadvantage, or it's just a normal roll. In instances where you have both advantage and disadvantage, it just cancels each other out and does a normal roll.
Ah, okay.
But I do other stuff like Chris rolling a natural 20 with that crossbow is definitely like, well, it's fucking nat 20, man. Those are pretty special. Make shit happen.
Till you get a nat 1,
It
the things
poked
start
its
to
fucking
fall
eye
apart.
out. Yeah, which is why I was like, if you attack again, there's a possibility that you could hit Adrian on a roll of 16 to 15, and then in a natural 1, you're gonna hit Fizzbang.
I'm so glad no one hit a natural 1 just where a spear went through. I was surprised that a natural 20 didn't just, you know what, full send, sneak right through and just kill me. I was kind of surprised on that one. Because I've had some DMs do that, and I'm like, well, shit, didn't work out how I wanted it to.
So like, I used to play with a lot of DMs that were very much like, haha, I got you. But it's like, before we even played this game, I already did like 40 hours of fucking like planning and preparation and like research. So if I like killed you guys because I'm like, oh, look at how cool I am, like that doesn't serve what I want to do, which is play this game. The goal for me of playing the game is to play the game for as long as possible. And that happens
Right.
through like collaborative stuff. So it's like you can get yourself killed, but I don't set out going to be like, this is how I defeat a 3rd level Echo Knight fighter. This is how I do this. My job is simply to say, hey man, this dude in a boat threw this sack in and this is what you have. What are you guys gonna do? And then I react to it. My job is simply to put the things that makes being an audience to your character interesting and then react off of it.
Yeah? So there is one thing, which I know there is a werewolf problem, but I'm starting to see more vampire problems than anything else.
Oh yeah. And also, like, how do those vampires and werewolves feel about each other?
I would imagine that they're natural enemies, but
Are werewolves the only were creatures in here. Are there were rats?
There better not be fucking jackals. I swear to God, I have bad time with fucking were jackals.
Yeah. Is it a were tiger? Is it a rakshasa? Nobody knows.
That rock over there is looking pretty suspicious.
Yeah. And then you guys found out like the location of the Amber Temple, which is like, if you remember, like that's one of the things that gave Strahd his. That's where he made his unholy pact. This is stuff that
Which there
was
is
told to
another
you by
thing.
Madame Eva.
Where's it at? Amber Giants. Here it is. The treasure is hidden in a small castle beneath a mountain, guarded by Amber Giants. It's near there. Oh, because it has Amber in the name. Yep. You gotta find it.
I will 100% tell you that yes, that is the correct answer. You will find that thing in the Amber Temple. So you got that correct.
I'm gonna say that my character can make that assumption.
I'm saying you probably thought about it while you were having your hot beet stew. You were like, you know, that elf was talking about an Amber Temple, and one of the cards said that we had to go to a place of Amber. Like, what are the odds? Like, yep, you got it. That's exactly where the Tome of Strahd is. It's in the Amber Temple.
Sword of Light, the Sleeping Prince, the Servant of Light.
Yep, and then remember Arabell, she said that the Sleeping Prince was probably Strahd's brother Sergei, but nobody knows where he's buried.
Yeah, you gotta find that one. What? Hero wedding bell, or perhaps death total. That calls to the mountainside abbey.
And the only mountainside abbey that anybody knows of is in Krezk, which is by where the werewolves are.
And we're close to that one. I'm figuring shit out.
I like it. I love the fact that you're paying attention and you're putting clues together. I'm overjoyed, man. This makes me happy. Makes me feel like all my time that I spend, like I cleaned today and listened to the dungeon coach go through his live play of the Curse of Strahd.
Yep. Let's see, a fallen house guarded by a great stone dragon. We gotta find that. Look to the highest peak. Highest peak would actually be in the mountain, or no, on top of the mountain.
Well, you got people in the tavern. What was the clue?
I see a fallen house guarded by a great stone dragon. Look to the highest peak. So if anything, I'd probably ask him about the highest peak there is.
Well, the highest peak is the thing past the, what is it? The Tassir Pass. But there's this place called Argon Vostold that used to have a dragon. They've got like a stone dragon that sits out there.
Then that's probably what it is. As I pull up a charted map, where at?
So the person who lets you know this is actually Rictavio.
Oh.
As he says that there used to be a holy order of paladins whom once, a very long time ago, went up against Strahd, and I'm waiting for it to load in. Alright.
I am going to uncover this full map.
You guys are pretty much right here in Vallaki. It is right there. is Argenvostold. You know, if you hit the ruins of Berez, which are right there, you've gone too far.
Wait, the ruin of Brez, where's that at? Oh.
The ruins of Berez are right down there.
So it's right there. Ah! Okay. I know where to go.
Yeah, Argenvostold is right there at the end of that road.
Okay, Great Stone Dragon. Umber Giants. Nope, don't need that one. Where's that other one?
But I changed it to the Wizards of Wine.
That's
So that way you can.
That's awesome. Yeah, mark them up. Salenka Pass. That's the other one.
So this is the one, right?
Yeah,
the Amber.
that's the Amber Temple.
So yeah, 4 artifacts are at the front, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Stone Dragon. I know where that's at.
Stone
Sleeping
Dragons,
Prince.
Argenvostold. Sleeping Prince is Sergei, but nobody knows where he's buried. Well,
Vacillated.
maybe somebody does, or at least has an idea.
Amber what? Sorry.
Amber,
I'm typing.
Amber Temple.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that one's later on. Stone Dragon down there. Beneath the mountain, Amber Giants is down there. Mountainside Abbey, which is over by those.
Over,
Too easy, that's
over
doable.
in Krezk.
And then that
also,
just leaves one.
Yep, and then also part of the Taroka reading was the card that was where Strahd's going to be, and that was near a beating heart. In the highest tower.
The beating heart and the highest tower. So then that would be the peak.
Of Castle Ravenloft.
Yep. So actually we do know the 4th artifact. Nice! Hey, way to go, smart thinking. That's all 4 artifacts. Don't worry, I'll collect all the Infinity Stones.
Nice.
I knew I had a good memory. Other.
Yes, and remember the Dusk Elf was saying that in order to get through Salenka Pass, that you probably wanted to dress warm.
So we need clothing. Nice.
Was this the
That was
windmill?
No, that was Argenvostold. That's where you guys think that one of the artifacts is. The windmill is right there.
Argenvoss?
Yep, Argon Vosthold.
Voss told. So I'll probably fuck that up. I don't know
It's
if you can
all
see it.
good. We know.
Argenvoss told?
Yep.
Um,
Okay, I'm getting all this down in my notes.
it's hard to come up with the right color for this thing.
Yes, Argon Vosthold is where the Death Elves and the Vistani went, and they said that there was the Vengeful Dead.
Dusk elves, that's what it was.
I'm gonna pee. I'll be back.
Don't worry, guys. I'll get us our levels. uh, and then this one was Stone Dragonette. Shit. What did it say? Not that one. Look to the highest peak. Actually, did it say right here? Gotcha. ARGN. VOST. HOLD.
That's Castle Ravenloft, right?
Where?
Like Strahd's house. Is that considered Ravenloft?
Yeah. I mean, I would believe so.
Damien?
What's up?
Is Strahd's castle considered Ravenloft?
Castle Ravenloft? Yeah.
Well, I found we're all for, or at least have a good idea of where they are. We just gotta find them in those locations. And then the only thing that we have to do is milestone, uh, personal, faction goal. Ow. Mm. Or our personal goals. My bad, not faction goals. And then we'll all be set for level 10 pretty much. But yeah, if we go over to Krezk or whatever, however you pronounce that shit, we are looking for that artifact. If you guys are on agreement with that.
I'm good with it.
All right.
So I got a tablet for work, and I was playing
You mean the Wii U?
my no, an actual tablet.
Yes, that Wii U. I have one of those controllers.
That's what I ended up playing on.
The Wii U.
No, on this tablet.
He just wanted to say Wii.
Yeah. You know, the Wii U had 5-player Black Ops local.
Pretty awesome.
Kind of like bogus for everyone else. 4 people sharing one screen, and then one person gets their own screen. They get to like look up everyone else's screen. No one can see theirs.
I mean, it's
It's
like
a
playing
PC
heads up 7 up,
controller.
man. Sometimes people just are better at games. You know? I sucked. I couldn't screen watch. I could barely even figure out my own fucking screen. How am I supposed to look at mine and somebody else's?
Let alone 4 other people. Like shit.
Yeah, like I don't know the maps. I'm trying to get laid and like memorize fucking Sublime lyrics and shit. Like I don't have time to fucking slappers only on facility. Like no.
Have to do slappers only. It's the only true test of skill.
That's why I enjoy like VR, because the real world skills that I put in with like being able to shoot pay off. I have a much pleasurable experience going like, let me actually aim versus like, oh, let me quick tap, no scope, 360.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Like, check out all the kick-ass strategy to this fucking shooter game, and I'm like, tell me how you've evolved past the point-and-click experience. Yeah, man, your point-and-click experience with bells and fucking whistles. Where can I put the center of the screen? Ugh.
hey, real fast. Song of Rest. If we do short rests, like and people are healing around me, I can give them an extra 1d6.
Nice.
The
That
song.
includes burning hit dice.
Yeah. I mean, as long as they spend 1 hit die,
Yeah.
I can play it.
I'm gonna prowl the streets at night, as it were. Walk them, see how they are. I know we're rested. But I figured there's vampire spawn out there. Not a bad idea to take a look around, seize any opportunities that might present themselves.
You're just gonna be out there with a flame and a whip, just fucking hitting them all.
Yeah. Surprisingly, not a lot of people go out at night.
Surprise, surprise.
Alright, this town sucks.
There are some comings and goings in the evening hours towards what you figure out is like the burgomaster's house, and also another well-to-do house. You notice that there is, I guess I could probably like actually get into the Vallaki proper.
Expertise means that you
Double your
Get it.
proficiency bonus.
double your.
Double your proficiency die. I don't fuck around.
So let's see. You knew that this is the coffin maker shop.
Yep, it
let's
is now
see.
abandoned.
There is... Here is the Burgomaster's mansion. There is also a Blinsky's Toys there. Let's see, what is that one? This one up here is a very well-to-do house. Has some comings and goings throughout the night. Well-dressed people, probably nobles. And then... you also notice people in the town square. They're setting up for the Festival of the Morning Sun or Festival of the Blazing Sun, as well as people who were found guilty of malicious discontent or malicious unhappiness. They are in the stocks. That is their, since they couldn't pay the fine, that's where they went. And then...
They couldn't pay the cheese tax.
there is a stockyard over in that direction, and it looks like it's got various people who are like setting up stuff for the fair.
Stockades, huh?
Yep. Those who are found guilty of malicious unhappiness and cannot pay the fee go into the stockades.
Seems like the perfect place to stake out just in case.
Oh, and then you also hear crying coming from the church. As if you investigate further, it looks like this is where people come to cry because it is illegal not to be happy in this town. By order of the burgomaster, all will be well.
This reminds me of We Happy Few.
Yep.
Give me my pill!
The burgomaster made it illegal to be unhappy because he thinks that the happiness that the town of Vallaki has is keeping the demon at bay, because nobody is allowed to say the name of Strahd von Zarovich under penalty of spreading malicious unhappiness and summoning the devil. So this is like very witch trial-y type of stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
I can just imagine it. Me doing my daily routine and then I mess up one little minor thing. Witch! What?
It's like, bring out your dead.
Oh my god.
I'm not dead yet. You will be soon.
He's stone dead in a moment.
I love that movie. I gotta watch it at some point.
Thought in your general direction.
Your father smells of elderberries.
We are the knights who say "Nah."
Bro, that was literally us busting into that fucking door. We are the keepers of the sacred wood. Boom! Right through the fucking door.
You guys did do some, like, straight up cop drama stuff.
Except without the fucking dog piling onto the victim. turn into like Shrek 2 shit to where you're putting pepper on the guy's face.
It really was some cop shit going in there because we really did only find the evidence after absolutely fucking breaking and entering.
You're like, I'm so glad
Like,
that kid
well,
didn't
that's
just...
gonna make it okay.
Yeah, you're like, I'm so glad this kid didn't just lie to us.
Yeah, I know.
This old man's like closing down, and he's like, "We're closed."
We did just roll in balls deep on the word of a kid.
This kid's safe. We know it. It's proof. It's evident. It's all there. It's all planned. Some old lady's house. Fuck, it wasn't. That would have been the shit right there if it actually wasn't actual evidence.
And when he's laughing and you're like, "You're all gonna die," I'm like, "Oh, thank God."
There just happened to be a lot of fucking vampires in there, and they did not like that turn undead.
Yeah, I could tell once all the boxes started shaking. I did not like that.
Yeah.
And I thought it was just that box right beside me that started shaking. I was like, oh, okay, cool. There's only one other one. Nah.
They were waking up and like smelling the blood and stuff like that, and like sifting through earth. You guys just happen to like do the heavy lifting of getting the box open.
Next time I see a box, I'm just gonna light it on fire. Just because of paranoia. They're shipping them around. They're trying to be discreet.
Yeah, but that raises a question. What were a bunch of vampires doing in a coffin shop?
I mean,
It's not like they were
nobody's
test
really
driving them.
gonna. Yeah, they're just sleeping. Like they can sleep there and nobody's gonna fuck with them.
Well, that's because who wants to go to a depressing place that holds coffins?
Yeah, when you're supposed to be happy.
And that guy was definitely not happy once we broke in.
No, he wasn't. It's funny because he was calling for the guards too,
That backfired.
and the guards found out that he was in the wrong.
He's smuggling vampires into the fucking town. That's what he's doing. No, I wonder if that's what they're doing, is that the only way that the vampires can actually get into that place is that if they're smuggled in.
Well, they flew out of the crack, so I mean, in the wall. I don't know.
Well, I mean, at the time that they probably had the bones, they probably had to be smuggled in, is what I'm saying.
Hmm.
And then the bones were gone, and that's why they were able to do whatever. Critical thinking.
Well, the church is safer because the bones are there. It is now considered to be hallowed ground. You guys kind of have like a can't get fucked with area for undead now.
So wait, it pretty much just wards off undead? Or does it like damage them in a certain radius?
It's considered to be like holy ground. Like things that can't tread on holy ground can't step foot inside of that church.
Undead.
It's like vampire proof.
Oh, good. At least we know that. Now the only thing that we gotta worry about is a fucking werewolf.
Well, good thing you guys are gonna go take those out.
Yeah, we need more silver weapons, though. And that's the issue, because we don't know someone yet.
Yeah, but you do have another town that you haven't went to.
That is true.
They
You're up.
probably do have stuff because they're so damn close to the werewolves, and they have to deal with them all the time.
Not necessarily.
You
That's like
have
saying a village,
also been very, very good at making friends.
or at least in this place we have. The last place, not so much.
The last place that was a coven of evil hags that were just biding their time so that way they can continue cooking children. Which is what they were doing when you guys went there.
We disturbed the peace.
Yeah.
Well, we
you,
did know that there was children, didn't we? Or what did
No.
we find out that what it was in it?
you guys figured out after Arabell told you the Vistani rumors about the windmill. They don't go to that windmill. Children go missing. It's
will
rumored that
eventually
they
go back
grind
there.
up their bones. Oh, hell yeah. You guys should definitely go whoop those hags' ass. They're fucking killing kids.
I think at level 5 would be a good time to go back.
Well,
Just to
don't
be
think
sure.
too much about levels. Think more about, like, what you guys are able to,
Accomplish.
like good planning is way better than stand there and exchange one total of hit points for another total of hit points. Like, the best fights are the ones that you can win without having to make an attack roll, in my opinion.
Yeah, that one's gonna be unavoidable. Like that one is gonna be a fight. And that's what I'm saying is that I don't know if we would have enough health because, well, the thing is that we don't know how much she knows of magic, so that could potentially screw us.
Well, enough
That's my
that she
only
was
thing.
casting sleep and like bestow curse.
Curses?
That was a 3rd level spell.
So, I mean, maybe on our way back we might be able to take her once we get done with some quests.
Yeah, if we take care of these werewolves, we should be good. Hey, speaking of the werewolves, did you guys know that they came through a portal?
What do you mean?
To get here.
Oh,
Like that's one of the things that um, Lord's Alliance knows about the werewolves. They come from a distant land called Barovia, but they got the werewolves. They also worship the Mother Night. There's almost a dozen members. The leader of the pack is a man named Kiril. Yeah, Kiril.
Kirill.
Kiril. The werewolves leave and return to Bolivia through some kind of ancient portal.
No, they go through a portal to get to Bolivia,
Un-
which is the
until
town, I would believe. Is that the town or the place that it's describing, Doc? Like that he's talking about?
So that's one of the rumors on how the werewolves are able to come and go is they use a portal, a magical portal.
Oh, to get into this world?
Yeah, to move around. This is the intelligence that the Lord's Alliance has discovered. And
Okay.
that's what.
I was misunderstanding. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, you know how everybody got a little something for choosing a faction.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Lord's Alliance. Jay got intelligence, so he knows more about what you guys are going to be up against.
Which I think I'm the only one that went with Emerald Enclave, I believe.
I'm the only one who went with Lord's Alliance. That.
Yeah, every time you kill a werewolf, you get inspiration. If you're Emerald Enclave.
Yeah, that's like the only bonus, right? That I get with that is
Yeah.
inspiration.
Yep. Who chose Harper's? Ford and Cody. So Ford's got his boomerang that's silver, and Cody has his spear. Oh yeah, next time you guys will have Ford. Gotta text Ford until I'm level 3.
But anyway, I'm going to head off, guys. It is 12:45 currently, so I'm gonna dip.
Alright, man, take it easy.
Later, bud.